Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about our tardy start. Welcome to episode 13 of our lovely time here in Aeidros. Couple announcements. First things first, just the announcements. One, Aeidros Expanded Episode 3 will be posted this weekend, rather than, because it didn't appear on Monday. I realized it was very stressful posting two different campaigns along with, along with a small little audio series.
I am sorry about that.
Yeah. No, you good. Also, we have two campaigns running right now. One on on Wednesdays, obviously, and the other one will be the Cosmic Cookies Eldritch Funky Function, which will be airing on Sundays at the same time.
Sundays 9 at 8.
Every other Sunday.
Well, every other Sunday.
Every
other Sunday. So it will not be streamed this week, but it will be streamed next week.
Yeah.
On Sunday. And also, those will be posted on their corresponding Mondays with the Aeidros episode.
So yeah. So they're dead.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Con Incubo will not be joining us for this meet because he is feeling a little under the weather. And so he will be unable to join us.
How can you be under the weather?
Leopold will be a little bit late today. He should be joining us soon, though. Hopefully.
I got
Gotcha. Yes. He's in Etch's basement. He's in there of his own volition.
Hey.
Don't worry about it. What?
You shove me in your basement. I don't shove a lot of people in mine.
See, the difference is you deserve to be in my basement. He doesn't deserve to be in your basement.
Okay, whoa. Let's step it back a bit, okay?
Yeah.
Why you gotta do me like
Step it
that?
back when the Twitter mob comes, okay?
Sometimes all I think about.
Anyways, so Con won't be joining us. Aeidros Expanded on this Sunday instead of on Monday.
Or as we like to call it, Aeidros Expand Dong.
I hate you and
No,
love
you don't.
all of you. God, you people
love
irritate me so much.
I hate that. I like it. Anyway.
So we will be we'll be having a wondrous time with Aeidros Expanded. Still, I just need some more time to be able to write it, record it, and edit it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we all just have some necessary creation.
Yeah.
Well, Mommy and Daddy love each other very much. They settle a financial
And on
dispute.
top of that, after Aeidros Expanded Episode 3, there will be only 4 episodes left in Season 1 of Aeidros Expanded.
My God!
Arbitrary number of 7 episodes, because I can.
Because...
And then I will most likely be waiting around 3 months to start posting Season 2.
What?
Alright.
What are we going to be doing for 3 months?
Playing D&D. And season 2 has a lot of fun plans for it, or at least I have a lot of fun plans for it.
Fun plans or fun pants?
Yes.
Ladies?
So
My pants sparkly.
So we do have some stuff going on. And as Grim said, he will be helping out his mom to learn how to make shirts. So hopefully we can get that soon. Hopefully.
Exact. But again, the prerequisite being you subscribe. That's what you have to do.
Well,
if you don't subscribe, you don't get the shirt.
Hopefully, if we reach, well, what do you say, Grim? What kind of goal should we reach?
I would
We're
say...
not in a position to set goals.
We're not in a position to set any
No,
goals.
We're not in a position to bargain.
I am in every position to bargain. I would say we could start at just the simple 50 followers on this.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Dormammu, I've come. Anyway,
So
50 subscribers on both here and the YouTube channel, and I will start making preparations for t-shirts. Send this video to everyone. Send it everywhere. And if we get there, I'll start working on shirts.
I will say we're very close to the subscriber goal on YouTube already, because we're at 16 subscribers on YouTube. Yay! One more subscriber to video.
So yeah, if you want t-shirts and you want mugs and you want hats and all that shit, you gotta earn it. You gotta watch the content. Or if not, you can just send it to people who say they'll watch it, but they don't watch it because ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
Or just send it to them because you want to confuse the living heck out of them. All options work.
Post it on Reddit, Twitter. We're not going. You can post it on Twitter. We're never touching Twitter, so that's your business.
Anyways,
Post it on Tumblr. We need the Tumblr. The art community needs to see that.
I mean, Pinterest?
Do you imagine the amount of porn we could get?
Oh my god!
With just Berk alone.
Please no.
Of just Berk alone, the Rizzler? And
anyways,
also Grim Tentacle Hentai.
Oh
Hello?
my god. Can we stop now?
I believe this is
So
the
we
time
don't
to
get
begin.
banned from Twitch.
I'm not. There's no. We need to be important for that to happen.
That's fair. That's fair. Anyways.
But again, 50. Consider it. Send it to your friends, family, your dead grandmother. Put it in her grave. She'll watch it even if she's dead.
We would like to, as always, extend our thank yous out to Alexander Nakarada, vindsvept, and our lovely friends at Tabletop Audio for putting their music and sounds into Creative Commons so that we may use them for our purposes. We really appreciate it, and it's very helpful for us so that we don't have to worry about copyright strikes or anything.
And once again, we should mention we're not sponsored, but, and again, just putting this out there, we could be. We could, if you want that. If you want that to be a thing.
We do also have a donation area right beneath the stream. It should have a giant picture of, a Dragon Ball character on it. Again, all of the proceeds go directly into the channel and will be put towards getting new equipment for the guys and better allowing us to do more extracurricular content.
And if someone happens to buy a hentai statue, that's none of your business.
It's my business. I have to keep the books.
It's not your business if nobody knows.
I'm gonna set this now. If you get yourself a statue of a person from an anime, I'm gonna kick your butt.
You'll never know.
Anyways. Oh, shoot. 1 second. That was my bad. I
will commission an artist to get your OC pegged by Berk Gray stuff.
Sorry about
Please
that.
no.
Please don't.
It's not pegging when he's a dick, it's just fucking...
This
Okay.
causes me pain.
It's canceled.
I don't know. Okay. Okay. I don't know what I walked into.
I don't know where you went. Chaos ensued
It's a
when
good
you
thing
left,
you
though.
left.
I got-
Actually, no, it's not really because, Lemmy is gone crazy.
Yes. Okay.
I've always been
Uh,
crazy.
I'm
Crazy.
So,
I was crazy once.
as-
They put me in a
as-
room, a rubber room.
Okay,
do
guys.
him.
As
Okay.
Ivanator fixes his stuff so that I don't get disconnected again. Let's
I will serve as in-flight
Please don't leave
entertainment.
again.
focus in and begin on this lovely, lovely episode
Yes.
of Aeidros.
Just think about it, though. Just giving you something to
Where we left off, our adventurers, having lost and regained a friend after he killed himself and they were forced to resurrect him,
I died, but now I'm alive.
kind of
Sadly, I died. Then I lived.
talked to their new companion, maybe, Venti Hornfeather, about some of his issues and the kind of situation he is in.
A very annoying bird that likes to sneeze has been pulling me.
Yes.
You're very annoying, Bert.
It's not.
Well, aren't you?
Piece of shit.
Anyways, having received new orders and the party closing down after the combat between the three automatons, cleric and his brother and
I
sister.
murdered my brother because he tried to murder me.
Yeah.
He tried to download Windows 11 and he crashed.
No, it was Windows Vista.
Ooh.
Anyways, after killing or deactivating his brother, Cleric was revived by Leandros and the Artificer, Marvin, of whom he had been living with for about a week. Having saved his sister Rogue and feeling a surge of rage and crushing his brother's head, everyone dispersed for the evening, going to their respective houses and inns, and Berk into the forest during the night. Everyone had a dream, Cleric revealing that he might be having a crisis of faith.
Not
As
the
he-
faith, just a crisis.
well, crisis in general, as he is looking to his father for answers that he cannot give.
Some
And
which thinks he can speak in riddles.
Berk, heading out to the forest in his complete tiger form, smelled a scent that he recognized, and rushing toward it was encountered with a young girl with fiery, burning red hair, who admonished him for forgetting her teachings, but at least he retained some of them. Which is where we begin. Berk. In front of you is the girl of whom you have not seen in nearly, 4 years? 3 or 4?
Something like that.
It's been a long time since you've seen her. And you yourself, in your completely tiger form, what do you do?
I'm back.
I drop out of it.
Your fur retracting back into your body, and your form growing back to its humanoid state.
Master Nima. You're here.
Adoy.
Oh, sorry. It's good to see you, but what are you doing here?
Well, my master senses were tingling, and I felt you needed my guidance. Yes.
Master senses?
Shh! Do not question your master.
That feels very sus.
Alright. You sensed I needed help?
Well, yeah. Also, you're like the only lycanthrope in this city, so, you know.
Yeah, okay, I guess I'm not that hard to pinpoint, but...
Well, there's two others, but you're the only one I could smell at that moment.
Hold on, go back a sec. 2 others?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, there's 2 other... Who are they?
Don't know. I know they're here, though.
Alright. Well, that's interesting. That's very interesting.
Well, how have you been?
Oh, I've been alright, I suppose. I mean, there's been a lot that's happened. You know, I think I got a girlfriend for a brief while. Something like that happened, and then,
She does that little slide up towards you with her hand in front of her chin, all like ooh.
We fought a lot of people. Met some new friends. Demon Lord got resurrected. I think several things blew up.
Got a
Lots
contract.
happened.
Hold up, did you just say the Demon Lord got resurrected?
Yeah, that's sort of a big deal.
Huh.
Yeah, sort of. It's a group of cultists sort of congregated all together and resurrected a demon lord. And yeah, the world's kind of in peril a little bit because of it.
Real big question, real quick. Tall guy, purple hair, horns, flying.
Something like that.
He may or may not have destroyed my house.
Oh, just recently? Or...
Yeah, just recently, kinda, you know.
Wait, where was that?
A while ago. Well, you know, had to travel day and night to try and find a suitable home again.
What direction was it in?
Oh, you know, down in Ebnon. Further southeast, you know?
Alright. Interesting.
I mean, I'm only a few days outside of, you know, Leados, so... or at least I was.
Right. You were. Where are you staying now?
In the forest, where I can.
Fair enough, I know that feeling.
Well, this is awkward.
But yeah, he destroyed my house, took a box from underneath it, and flew away.
Box?
Yeah, some sort of box. I don't know what it was.
Did it look like a coffin?
No, it looked like more of a small lockbox. I don't know why it was buried under my house.
Box.
Yeah, like a lockbox, and it was red, had some dark purple filigree on it, and that's all I could really tell. I couldn't see the design very well. But anyway, back to the topic at hand, and you being in as bad of shape as you are with your abilities, what the fuck's been going on?
I mean, it's not that bad. I just kind of lost touch a little bit, that's all.
Yeah, try completely?
Okay, yeah, so I may have lost almost all of my ability to really control it at all, but...
Okay. Because I am feeling like you're back at square one. That's what I'm sensing.
I'm pretty close to it.
Okay.
Kind of let myself fall off a little bit.
Well, this time it won't be so easy. If you lose touch with the beast, you're going to have to find it in a much angrier state.
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
For now, I'll leave you to your training. When the next moon is coming round, I'll find you. And we'll make a small pilgrimage.
To where?
You're gonna have to find that out. She leaps up into the tree next to you. I'll find you when that happens. And she starts jumping away. And disappears into the brush.
Wow, what a character.
Same as always. Alright, I try to transform again and just kind of find a nice place to sleep for the night.
Okay. As of that night, you were all able to obtain a long rest. Even you, Leopold.
Nice.
Even with your conversation with Corbane.
Man, fuck that dude.
Man, fuck that dude.
I just imagine I wake up, God, I want some bacon now. Just because of my dream.
Yeah,
I'm sure
Graham,
it's not eggs.
you wake up, your situation with the dire boar still fresh in your mind, and the strange hole that the dream left, with you thinking of what really is your purpose.
Not much at the moment, I suppose. But, I think Grim just wakes up, shrugs it off, and just kind of gets ready to do whatever he's gonna do today.
Okay. Alright, so you go downstairs, and you hear the laugh of Danica.
Oh, well, nice to see that she's up.
And as you're walking downstairs, you hear the familiar voice of Alexander Earthwash.
Ah, we did.
And then, okay, and then he slapped the barmaid right on the ass, right? And she proceeded to beat the living shite out of him. It was hilarious. You should have fucking seen it. Oh.
What?
What an idiot. Oh,
What story am I missing here?
there's the man. Grim,
Howdy.
come eat with us.
Alright. I take my head off and sit down.
Oh,
Actually,
speaking of
I
which, roll the table real quick.
Oh, god damn it. Luckily, I got that backup hat. I also want to say, just before I sit down fully, can I have, like, at least left the suit in my room, so I'm just, like, kind of in, like, he's not naked, but he's in, like, a short sleeve vest. Like an old cowboy movie style vest, like, with the button up.
Mm-hmm. I
His
know
sleeves
what you mean,
are out. His sleeves are out. He's got, like, suspenders on.
Yeah, you can do that.
He's kind of an old time. You can see his arms, which are very like, it's like they're bruised, black, and covered in scars. He still has gloves on. He still has his hat on and the mask, but those are what you can see. And his shiny shoes.
I'm assuming Cleric's not there.
No. Cleric's
I'm at a hotel.
Marvin's,
You're
at
at
Marvin's
Danica's
house.
house.
Whereas
Right,
Grim is at. Actually, he's not at Danica's house because Danica
Or
does not have a
apartment.
home here. He
Apartment.
is at an inn, which I believe I called.
I believe you called it something along the lines of.
I think
Let me see
someone
if I-
called it her apartment or something at some point.
You called it.
I think I put it in your notes.
It's either in my notes or in these notes. It's either.
Shoot, I put it somewhere.
Ah, here we go. The Anvil Hearth.
The Anvil Hearth. There we go. Thank you.
I got 28 on the die.
Okay, you got a 28, which means you are wearing a princess tiara.
Yeah, you know what? Backup hat.
Fair enough.
I could charm it again, but I don't think I need to right now. It's not very important.
That'll fit in your pocket.
Yeah. You know what? This is what you get for being funny with me, and I just kind of stuff it in the pocket. And then I sit down at the table, take off my hat, and also, as I take off my hat, for the audience's sake, you notice that his hair is 2 different colors. The front of his head, there are splotches. Most of it's brunette. He's a brown head. He's got brown hair, but there are splotches of black in his hair. And I just want to say that that was there before. That's just his hair color. He sits down and his hair's kind of slicked back. He doesn't look like he's bathed in a while, and even if he did bathe, it wouldn't really get. He's down at the table with his sweater vest on. He hasn't actually been out of his clothes in a while, so he looks a tad bit uncomfortable. But he just sits down and eats. He gets another plate of eggs.
God, him and his fucking eggs.
Yeah, listen, I gotta get my protein up. Get my funny up, not my money
I'm
up.
assuming he's fucking those eggs up.
I get, this time it's not as many eggs. I get eggs, bacon, and hash browns.
I eat 4 dozen eggs.
So I'm roughly the size of a
As you're eating,
homie!
Earthwash has completely stopped talking and is just looking at you.
What?
Nothing. It's just, you remind me of a description a mate of mine once gave. It's nothing. It's nothing.
It's not nothing. It's not nothing if you had to bring it up.
Sure. It's just you made me think of it. So, it's nothing.
You don't gotta be nervous around me. I'm not gonna hurt you or anything. I don't really care. Danny, on the other hand, depends on the secret.
Danny just gives you like a side eye.
What? It's true.
Shrugs.
He still got. By the way, I want to say, he's eating with his mask on, so it's kind of like a video game with your custom character. So you see the spoon go into his mouth, come back out of it. It's just phasing through it.
It's yeah.
Don't ask questions.
So it's no clipping through the mask.
Yep, no
yeah,
clipping.
it's no clipping.
It's like chugging a shield potion to Spider-Man in Fortnite.
Yes. Don't ask questions.
Yeah, so while you're eating breakfast with Danica and Alexander, we'll go over to Moriarty's shop real quick, where we find Leopold and Venti. Leopold, you wake up still feeling that anger from the previous night, with your conversation with Corbain, who you don't know how, but it feels like ever since you ran into that simulacrum, you feel this constant eye on you.
And then you look around and you see it's Roz from Monsters Inc.
He just sits up in bed, rubs his face with his hands.
What did I eat last night?
Stop being paranoid, you big puss.
Yummy. Rather quiet.
As you say that, and you get up and you kind of affirm yourself that you're good, you're fine. What do you do?
Well, I'd say I do about a good 30 minutes of stretching.
Mm-hmm.
Because as a warrior, you need to be ready all the time.
Indeed.
And, pulling a muscle at the worst possible time is a good way to die.
Indeed.
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 No Charlie horses in this neighborhood.
No Charlie horses allowed.
You just see a horse. You just see a talking horse in the corner. Hey, what did I do?
You know what? Just because I can roll a dexterity check, like make it an acrobatics, just cause.
Ah, fuck.
How well do you stretch? Especially since you're probably starting with static stretches in the morning, which, you know, when you first wake up, you should always do moving stretches. Remember that kids, that you should always do
dirty
moving
20.
stretches. Dirty 20.
Wait. No, hold up. No. Yeah, just dirty 20.
Calisthenics.
Dirty 20. Okay, yeah. You are
Calisthenics up in here.
you do some good calisthenics. You kill them, actually. You're feeling very loose and limber this morning.
Bro just starts doing yoga.
I am prepared to put his head on a stick.
Just like
You feel like if you had to, you could probably dodge a fireball. And you know what?
Well, let's do it.
You have an evasion point you can use for any dexterity check for the next 24 hours.
Oh, bitch it.
Well, specifically dexterity saving throw.
Them some good stretches.
Them some good stretches.
Some good stretches.
My man
That's
looking.
one of those stretches where it feels like it's taking your soul.
My man.
Bro, when your body just
My man
starts
turned into
shaking
Stretch
when you're doing
Armstrong.
that, yeah.
When you
Man,
finally
You start to
pop that
shake
one
because you
right.
stretched too hard.
It really
Motherfucker
just starts
looking like
taking
Reed
your
Richards
soul.
out this bitch.
Turns into motherfucking plastic, man.
Anyway. You just do a cartwheel out of your room. Good morning!
Good morning. Good morning,
morning.
Leados. Anyways, but yeah, you're feeling very
is a
loose and limber today.
Alrighty.
The wood carving on your nightstand next to you.
Yes.
Okay. What do you do?
Who, me?
I was still talking to
I was
Leopold.
gonna-
I'll be to you in just a second,
I
Venti.
take the
Okay, I was
next
double checking.
30 minutes finishing it,
Okay. Okay.
giving it the fine details it lacked.
All right.
And then another 30 minutes of stretching. I gotta do
Gotta
cartwheels
stay
around those
limber.
fireballs.
Gotta stay limber.
He just starts balancing his spear on the tip of his toe.
It's like, all right, and now you have an evasion point, except you can't be touched by God.
And
Venti.
God himself.
As you wake up from your dream of the night before, the fear and anger still fresh in your mind of what those bastards threatened you with.
Oh yeah. Basically, during that whole dream sequence, when he wakes up, he's actually straight up no, just falls out his hammock or something. Wherever he's sleeping, he falls out.
Yeah. You're sleeping in a bed.
Yeah. So he falls out of bed because he was twisting and turning. He's like, no, God.
And you
do I hear
hit
this?
the ground hard too.
Do I hear
Taking
this?
damage.
You would probably hear him falling out of the bed because he took Khan's normal room. And you two were in rooms adjacent to each other, so yeah.
I'm gonna go and check on him.
Okay.
What's all the ruckus?
As you exit your room,
I'm not gonna grab my spear. I'm just gonna grab a short sword and a hand axe and go see what's up.
Okay.
Never can be too careful.
As you exit your room,
Did you fall out of bed? Yeah.
you
Well, let me make
see,
it worse for you.
You see Moriarty walking down the stairs, stretching a little bit. Morning, Leopold. How you doing there, mate?
I did plenty of that already.
I just woke up, so I'm doing my morning ones. As he goes to walk downstairs. As you come upon the room of Venti Hornfeather and enter it, Venti, I'll say you're probably still on the ground, kind of still groggy and waking up.
Yeah, I'm just feeling the sea, always every morning make sure my the necklace I have that's very dear and important to Venti is safely firm around his neck. And then after that, he'll get up, and I guess the moment Leopold comes inside, that's when he starts getting up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So Leopold, you see Venti just getting up from the ground.
Yep. Morning.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, just a rough night's sleep. He's doing as he's just starting some arm stretches and just basic stretches, not really like a full in-depth stretch. He'll do that with his wings. So thanks for letting me stay here for the night.
As
This is
Moriarty
just-
pokes his head in, it wasn't him who allowed ya. It was me.
Oh, well, thank you nonetheless.
He is the
You're
owner
welcome.
and proprietor.
Well,
But yeah, you two have a little bit to just kind of, get to the morning.
yeah. So, Leopold, tell
What had
me.
you so excited you fell out of bed?
I wouldn't say excited. I would say just a rough night. Sleep left me more than little stressed. But what about you? How'd you sleep, Leopold?
Troubling dreams, good sleep.
Well then, I suppose we should head out and go meet up with the group, or do you have your own morning routine?
Oh, I've done my routine. I've been awake for about an hour now.
I don't really have that luxury of a morning routine. Too much time, too little time on my hands.
More of a night person.
We could say that. Anyways, unless you got plans, probably start
I've
heading
always been a fan of the saying that the early bird catches the worm.
in the night owl always gets his mice.
Helicopter noises.
Down here,
Is that coming?
down here, down here, down here.
No, I heard all that shit in mine!
Alright.
We get copyright struck because of my rendition of it.
Anyways,
Anyway.
so yeah, you two have a nice conversation. I see. Yeah, very amicable conversation between you two.
So,
Very good.
what's your story, Leopold? I know a bit about you're a family man, but I don't know the full details. You don't have to tell me all your family, just kind of need to know a bit more about yourself.
Had.
Hmm.
Do you respond, Leopold?
I think you cut out.
Had.
Had. Wow. I'm sorry. Truly, I am.
When I was captured,
Family's captured.
fires were set. The forest. The village that my wife lived in with our child was burned to the ground. They never got the chance to run.
What a great way to start breakfast.
I see.
Depression.
Unless I'm an adult, I would say my family's dead. They're not here either.
Depression, part of a good breakfast.
Depression, part of a nutritious breakfast.
Now with more milk.
Now with more tears.
Hey, yo.
How's it going?
Alright.
Well,
My phone is currently...
Yes.
well, Leopold, I do have plans I need done today. So unless the group is meeting up anytime soon, and I can introduce myself to them, suppose we can do that now or later. But I do have important things I need done today.
Alright. Yeah. So yeah. Important things Venti must do. While Leopold is absent for a second, we are going to go over to Cleric.
Yay!
He's having nuts and bolts for breakfast.
I'm gonna stab you.
Oh.
Cleric.
Yes.
Sorry, I was gone there for a second.
You're good. Cleric. As you awaken from your sleep mode, the sun gently entering the room of which you stay in at Marvin's, the emotion from your talk with your father from the previous night, and his words echoing in your mind. What do?
He's gonna kind of sit up out of the chair and kind of turn to look towards his quote-unquote deactivated siblings. You know, they're not actually sleeping, so I gotta say
Sleep
it like
mode.
that. Yeah. As he's just gonna kind of sigh and get up and head downstairs.
Does he take off his reading glasses?
No, he keeps them on.
Nice.
And he's going to kind of go downstairs and just start walking outside. Just so he can kind of at least collect his thoughts.
Okay. As you go down to the ground floor of Marvin's shop and home, you see Evie in the main shop area, kind of tinkering with something.
He's just gonna kind of like wave.
Oh! Good morning, Cleric. How's it going?
He's just gonna kind of nod as he picks up some of his stuff as he goes outside.
As you go outside, you see Tyne, Marvin's brother, out there already, kind of just looking up at the sun as he's tuning his giant lute.
I'm gonna walk past and toss a coin into like any thing where he goes, where he collects money for playing.
What's that for?
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of shrug and keep walking.
Hey. Rough night?
I'm gonna stop for a second and turn towards him and kind of shrug a little bit and just kind of say, I've got a lot on my mind right now, so I need to take a walk.
That is understandable. If you ever want to talk about it, I mean, I'm here. Evie's always willing to listen like my mom used to. And, well, Marvin's willing to hear your problems as well. Probably.
I appreciate that, but this is something that I need to process on my own.
Absolutely. But, you know, always here if you need us.
I appreciate that. Both of my sisters are still inside sleeping, so let them know that I have gone on a walk when they awaken.
Will do.
Thank you. And I'm just gonna kind of keep on walking.
Yes.
And I'm gonna walk towards like the shopping district.
Okay. Yeah. You're kind of near the shopping district just because Marvin's house is his shop, so you know,
yeah, so I'm already
wants to
pretty
be
much
wants
there.
to be a bit close to it. And Enders is known for being the a hub of trade anyway, so you know, pretty good bustling city even early in the morning like it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna start heading towards like clothing shops.
Okay. As you head towards the clothing shops, you look down and notice that the paint you had applied to yourself the previous night is kind of rubbing off a little.
I'm gonna kind of just like look at it for a second and like kind of just shrug because I can't necessarily roll my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna keep walking towards the clothing district.
Okay. As you reach the clothing district, there are hundreds of clothing stores in this place. Some that specialize in shoes, skirts, shirts,
I'm gonna specifically
clothes.
look for
priests' clothes.
a tailor.
Okay. So there are several tailors. There are two specifically that catch your eye.
Oh, are these tailors swift?
And they are right in
Yeah.
front of one another.
It was a good joke, and you can't brush over it even if you wanted to.
I'm going to just kind of walk over and start looking at both tailor shops and just kind of looking at what they have going on.
What catches your eye most is that one of them is set up in the colors of the city. So it's covered in like shoot, what did I say? It's covered in like yellows and you know, just yellows and golds and stuff. And
Okay.
it's a gorgeous little shop. And as you look at the other shop, it's like if you looked at a color wheel, the opposite color of yellow, which
Violet.
Yeah, it's violet. So it's covered in like purples and you know, violets and stuff. And as you're looking in the doors of both of these establishments, the proprietors look exactly the same. And they look like they're laughing at each other. Well, and they like flip each other the bird every second or so, and they
seem to be having a good time.
They do not seem to be having a good time. They seem to be fighting with one another through the glass.
So it's like this color wars. Jeez.
My apologies.
You good?
They seem to be what?
They seem to be having an argument through the glass of their respective shops.
So they're not even outside?
No, they're not even outside. They're inside their shops.
I'm gonna just like
children on a highway
I'm
insulting
gonna
each other
walk
through different cars.
towards the one on my.
Um,
I'm gonna
so
say.
People wonder where road rage comes from.
I'm gonna start walking to the one on my left.
Yeah. Okay. So you go towards the one that has the yellow and gold color about it.
What was the other one?
The other one is the violet and purples.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to that one.
Okay.
No, not that one. Not that one. The other one. My bad.
The gold one. The yellows and
Yeah.
golds. Okay. As you enter the shop, it is a beautiful shop. Well laid out. You see racks with pre-tailored clothes and extremely lovely designs. Half sewn suits and whatnot. And as you walk in the store, you just hear him going, fuck you, Derek, fuck you.
What's your name?
Excuse me?
Oh, my greatest apologies. As he hops down, you see this stout little halfling fellow, extremely bulky in form. May I assist you, sir?
Yeah, I got a question first. What was that all about?
Oh, well, you see, I set my shop up here, not too long ago. But right after I set up my shop here, the proprietor of the establishment across the street opened his shop. Well, like a couple days later.
He kind of looks almost exactly like you.
Yes, we're siblings.
Fuck
And-
you, Derek. Fuck you.
Okay.
I mean,
Is this a small-
obviously. Sorry.
Small disagreement, or?
Well, we used to be partners, you see.
That would explain the vulgar language.
I don't know if you've heard of Lloyd and Derek's Wonderful Threads.
No.
We were a clothing line that was quite popular with the nobles for quite a while.
Quite popular with the kids. Quite
honestly,
pogger, you might say.
Never heard of you.
Yeah, I get that a lot nowadays.
Well,
Kids think
I
we're
mean,
quite poggers.
you'd think maybe I would after, being roughly 300 years old, but I can't say I've heard of you in all that time.
Cleric's just roasting this dude.
I'm not.
Well,
I can't say I've heard of you.
that's probably Derek's fault.
How? Okay. Do you both offer, the same services, or?
Oh no, my services are much better than his. I mean, I handcraft these all myself, while he uses employees.
You
He uses slave labor.
don't take this the wrong way. Do you mind if I go see him first and, decide what I think?
I mean,
I mean, if your quality is better than his, you wouldn't mind if I went over there just to, see for myself.
Damn.
no, I don't mind at all.
Well,
Of
I don't know
course,
what this is, but I
go
don't know
look
what to
at
think of this.
his wares.
Of course, and obviously, when I find out that his is better quality, or if yours is better quality, which is most likely the case, I will come back over here and I will give you, the money that you require.
Of course, yes, yes.
I don't know what's happening here.
And I'm going to exit the store and walk over to his brother's store.
As you walk in, you just hear him go, "Suck it, Lloyd! He came over to my shop. Suck it." My apologies. Welcome to Derek's Wonderful Threads.
Welcome.
Yes, thank you. I have a question.
Of course. You may ask me anything.
You, in fact, do all the material and having, the whole thing on your own, or do you?
Of course, I acquire all of my materials and sew all of my suits myself, unlike my underhanded brother who uses slave labor.
What's your name?
Can I roll?
You're trying to sabotage each
on
other.
this?
You may roll an insight check. You may roll an insight check.
Both of these MFers are lying out their teeth.
I don't know what's going on here, but I don't know how to feel about it.
This feels like the one who
Like
tells the
if
truth
Mike
and
and
the
I
one
are
who
trying to
lies.
sabotage each other.
I think that's exactly what's happening.
What's your name? Fuck you!
I believe
What's
that's
your
exactly
name?
what's happening. Hold on, let me get my dice thing out. Insight. That's
So you two are exactly the same. No, he uses slave labor. That's bullshit, and you know it.
okay. Let's see. That is a.
What is
No,
your
he
name?
pays. He uses slave labor. I actually
I
pay
made my
slaves. I mean, workers.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
14.
You got a 14?
I can't remember. I can't remember what I said because I had already rolled it. And now I'm trying to look at the my plus insight, and I'm pretty sure it was 14.
Okay. This guy is lying through his
21.
teeth. Oh, 21? Even better. These guys are both lying through their teeth.
I'm gonna go. Oh, really? Because he said that he does everything by hand, but you have employees.
I, of course, do everything here myself. I have some employees so that they can help people look at certain models and see what of course they require.
Another thing, do you mind if I go back over there just to check out his shop? I only came in there at a glance and then came over to check this shop because this one obviously caught my eye better. I would just like to go check over there, to confirm for myself that you're obviously superior.
I don't.
If you don't mind.
Oh, you can totally go look at my brother's inferior shop.
Of course.
I mean, I was even here first, so you can obviously tell.
I'm gonna go back over to his brother's shop.
All right, you go back to Lloyd's Wonderful Threads.
This feels like.
Hey, my dear friend.
Yes.
I heard from your brother across the street that you use slave labor. Is that correct?
Slave labor is disgusting and completely out of the sectors of the law.
If I recall correctly, that you buy all your fabrics that you use secondhand, and none of your actual fabrics are of good quality.
What?
Oh yeah, it's terrible. Do you want me to go over there and give him a piece of my mind?
Oh no, I'm going to go over there myself.
Oh no.
He's walking out the door as you're trying to stop him.
You're just starting shit.
I'm gonna kind of egg him on.
As he walks outside.
What are you even doing right
Derek,
now?
get your ass out here, you piece of garbage! As Derek walks outside. Oh, what's wrong, Lloyd? You still trying to say that you have better quality than I do? I was here first. I buy all of my fabrics from the best. I buy all my fabrics from the best, and I was here first, after you brought our company tumbling down. Oh, I was the one who brought our company tumbling down.
Excuse me,
It was
sirs?
you, Lloyd. Yes, they both look at you and say yes at the same time.
I have a question. Where do you buy your fabrics from?
Why? I buy my fabrics from only the greatest of imported salesmen. He is a noble person from the from the Elnarin Empire.
Right. What is his name? If you know, if you could kindly tell me.
His name is Sandias Gorsha, a renowned.
Does he in fact also create his own dresses and clothing?
No, he only sells the tactiles.
Okay. Also, I heard from your brother that something about the fact that that you purposely buy cheap clothing. I'm not sure. I might have misheard that.
I'm sorry.
Sure.
When did I say that? I'm sorry. No, I totally believe you said that. You would totally say that, Lloyd. Well, you do not buy your wares from Sandias Gorsha because I buy my wares from Sandias Gorsha. I'm sorry,
And
what?
While they're sitting there, come arguing, I'm just gonna walk away.
What? What's the purpose of this? What was this?
It's because
Hey, I said I needed to do something that could at least either clear my mind or get my mind off of it. It's working the charm.
Oh my god.
So you walk up to a clothes store, see this drama going on. It's just like, you know what? I'm gonna start shit.
Exactly. That's I mean, what else would?
How
what
else
would
are you
do?
supposed to get a good deal?
Okay.
Or
And
entertainment for that
I'm
matter.
gonna walk.
Well, you didn't even buy
away.
anything. You just walked away and watched them
Okay,
fight.
so hold on. I don't fully walk away. I'm gonna walk away, and I'm going to grab a tear off a piece of fabric from underneath, so where you can't tell that I tore it off,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna walk over, walk back over to them, and walk up to one of them. And go, excuse me, I hate to interrupt your conversation once again, but could you perhaps make something better quality than this?
They both grab the piece of fabric, look at you. Of course we can.
Now, I hate to be that person, but I'd hate to go to somewhere else, and buy someone else's clothing, or and I have, some money to spend.
Lloyd puts up his hand. I'll do it for free.
You would.
Derek looks.
Really no trouble.
Derek looks him dead in the eyes. No. I'll do it for free.
I'm Buzz Lightyear. I'm Buzz Lightyear.
No, it's no trouble, really. I can pay.
No. I wouldn't want to trouble you. Neither would I.
Well, I mean, if you insist, but you both are offering it to me for free. Who could I possibly choose?
Whoever
Meanwhile,
has the better suit.
Meanwhile, cut back to breakfast
Cool.
at the inn, and Grimm's just like, I feel something very stupid happening.
There's a disturbance.
Be like, so
What's wrong? I don't know.
perhaps
I feel
make me
Disturbance.
a cleric's robe.
The hat's telling me something.
One that's at least more form-fitting than
Tiara is
than what I
whispering
have
to me.
currently. As you can see, they're only the bottom robe. So could you perhaps, compromise? Maybe.
They both look at you and say at the same time, of course.
This robot's a scam artist.
Could you? I mean, I really appreciate it. Are you sure it's no trouble?
Again, they both say in unison, but of course. And are giving each other the death glare the entire time.
This is highway robbery.
Oh, well,
As they
okay.
both turn around in a huff and enter their shops and immediately start working.
Blair,
If you want to get good stuff, you get the two biggest competitors to start arguing.
And I'm just gonna kind of walk over and like sit on a chair that's like, close to the shops as I take out a book from my bag of holding as I begin reading it.
This is. I did not expect this from you. You
Okay.
committed highway robbery.
Okay.
What can I say? I'm an instigator.
Okay.
No,
So-
but you'd have to be an alligator.
So that whole designing and making your robes will take a bit. So for now, we're going to go back to Berk. Berk,
This is Berk.
you wake up in the woods.
Kind of do like a cat stretch, doing the whole arching of the back and stretching out the front paws and everything, and kind of do that, the downward dog and everything, and then the little cobra stance and everything. Do that kind of.
Mm-hmm. Okay. As you're doing that, you feel something fuzzy brush against your leg.
Okay, I snap down to it. Claws out.
As you notice, you're no longer in your form.
Okay, that doesn't work.
As your form only lasts an hour.
Okay.
For now.
All right.
As you snap down, fist ready.
It
you
just
see
looked like a gremlin doing those stretches.
you see a rabbit.
Oh shit!
A rabbit!
But
All right.
it's
rabbit
not
top.
normal because it has antlers. Make a history check.
It's a jack rabbit.
Jackalope!
Okay.
It's a jack black rabbit.
It's a Jack Black.
All right. That is a 22.
This is indeed a jackalope, a creature that is rumored to be extremely lucky, if seen, and is also rumored to be endangered.
Raise
And-
it as your own.
Although it is very fearless, and will sometimes even attack humanoids, though it's not attacking you.
Huh. I kind of crouch down and outstretch my hand, kind of
The
my hand.
the jackalope kind of looks and starts sniffing your hand a little bit. Looks up at you, turns and kind of starts hopping away a little bit, like doing that weird slow hop that rabbits do,
Mm-hmm. Not necessarily scared or anything.
Yeah, it's not scared, it's just going back into the forest.
Huh.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm gonna. Let's see. I don't think I can. Okay, I don't think I can do that. I'm just gonna, kind of stretch and just maybe go into town.
Okay.
Get some groceries.
Yeah, I don't know, get something to eat.
As you stretch. Acrobatics.
But
Because why not?
All right.
just why not?
Just because I can.
Well, I'm no Leopold this time around. That is a 9.
Bro,
You,
I love that
you
part
feel
in
like
Moody.
you nearly pull something while stretching. It's not the best stretch you've ever had. But you're feeling looser than you were from sleeping on the very hard ground of the forest.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just head into town.
Okay.
oh, my back!
no,
Toby
no.
Maguire just shows up. My back!
As you're walking towards the gates of Leados, You notice the great and glorious Sir Eidman standing guard at the gate. He's not wearing his usual armor and is instead wearing more of a formal wear. He still has a side cape, colored blue, and is, has medals on his left pectoral area.
Is there anyone else there, or is it just him?
It looks to be just him. But as you would know from, going in and outside of the capital a lot recently, they have guards up on the wall as well.
Gotcha. Alright, I guess I'm heading over. I, come out of the brush and all the forest.
Oh!
Move forward.
Oh, dear me. Shoot, I gotta find Eidman's voice. Hi, Des. Hey. You just came out of the forest like that? Legitimately? Sir
Yes.
Berk?
Yeah. How's it going?
I mean, I'm
It was,
quite well. Are you alright? You slept in the forest, it looks like.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been doing that a lot lately. Something about it makes me feel better. Anyways, how's it been going with you? Standing guard out here, you look very, snappily dressed.
He looks over to you and gives you a smile. I'm doing very well. A comrade of whom I dare say is a dear friend of mine has just ascended to great heights as of recently. You would know him as Leandros, and
Right.
I'm very happy for him. I also got a promotion.
Oh, did you now?
Well, noble promotion. I achieved the noble rank of Viscount.
Oh. Well, congratulations.
Eidman does seem to be standing a bit taller, but he's not looking down his nose at anything.
Alright, is the gate open?
The
Or
gate
is
is
it-
open, yes.
Alright. Well, I kind of give him a pat on the shoulder and say, you've grown. And
He doesn't even flinch either.
Nice.
He nods at you. Alright, time for me to head back home. Make sure my sister's alright.
Alright, and I'll continue to head in.
Hello, Kathy Clay. Welcome in. Yes, you can ask us stuff if you wish.
Ooh, we got somebody who asking questions?
You can ask any question so long as it's not anything narc worthy. Are you a narc? Let me see your ID.
Hey, yo. What? No, don't.
Bro, chill.
Bro.
Let me see your ID. Give me your social security number and your credit card. I'm no longer asking.
I
Three
mean,
Who's
wacky
put
numbers
11?
on the back.
I mean, we'd love artwork, definitely. Yes, artwork would
Artwork?
be
Yeah,
awesome.
11 fella.
If you're offering, I mean.
And I still want your social security card right now.
Social
stop.
security. Credit card with the goofy 3 numbers on the back. Get it right. We don't want to steal their entire identity, just their financial security.
No, I want
This is how
to
we
take
go to
their
jail.
life.
This is exactly
Their
how
life,
it
their
happens.
Yes, this is exactly how we go to jail.
Every 5 seconds, credit someone's identity is stolen. Right now. Give me your wallet.
Grim pulls out Old North, points
Old
like
North
a
just
gangster.
like, I am no longer asking. Give me your fucking wallet.
Yes, I do have Discord. In fact, my Discord name is exactly the name you see on the bottom of the goofy DM screen there.
Goofy, it's not goofy. It's cool.
It's a sweet DM screen. I
It's
appreciate
my.
that
I
you
made
put.
it.
I appreciate you put the Legends of Aeidros on there.
Yeah.
Yes,
Did they make fan art?
I
Did
don't
they?
know. They might have.
I mean, I'm
maybe.
broke, so I can't
Give
hold
me-
the commission.
I no
So,
longer want your wallet. I want your art.
That's what I wanna know.
I want
That
your art.
sounds-
Give it.
It'd be pretty interesting, yeah, but I mean, some
Give-
party members are too broke to pay for commissions.
Probably.
Give us your Berk nudes.
Okay.
Grim nudes would also be appreciated.
So,
Imagine the tentacle.
as you enter town, Berk,
Mm-hmm.
it seems rather bustling. A lot of really happy faces. There's still some destruction left in the wake of the the mutiny battle mind control thing that happened.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna go head over to Moriarty's.
Okay.
You just
So
see
I'm
Grim at the
probably-
inn. He's eaten like half the egg supply by this point. It's just like, we're out of eggs! Make more fucking eggs! No, that's not what happens. He doesn't eat all the eggs. He does eat a lot of them, though. And hash brown. And bacon. I kind of... Alexander's just like, what the fuck? Listen, I had a weird dream about a pig, and now I want bacon. Don't ask questions.
Honestly, most people don't need a reason for voraciously consuming bacon.
True, bacon is amazing.
I don't need calories. I just need the grease.
I just want the grease. Give me the grease.
And just secretly, as he's eating the bacon, what now, you stupid fucking boar? This is what you get!
Still got PTSD from it. All right, so I'm
He's
gonna.
got PTSD from a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm gonna go head into Moriarty's and just kind of see what's up.
Yeah, absolutely. In Moriarty's, you do see Venti and Leopold eating. Only them, because Grim is not there.
Right. Yeah.
And neither is Cleric.
And neither is Cleric, as Cleric
And neither is Khan, but Khan's never here.
pinning to...
Neither Venti or Leopold. Thank you for the follow, Kathy Clay.
Yes, thank you very
Yes.
much for the follow, Captain.
Our army is growing. Soon.
Yes, welcome.
Soon, we shall
Yes,
have
let's
t-shirts at
And
some
not
point.
me. Please don't eat me. I'm scared.
I'll eat you.
Don't.
Yes.
No.
As long as you don't got raisins.
I have raisins.
Nah,
I
you
developed
can't.
Raisins as a defense mechanism.
I don't think that's true.
It's like
Anyway, let's
it's,
keep going.
It's a lie. He's
I'm sneezing.
chocolate chip.
Yes, so...
He's not chocolate chip, he's chocolate chunk.
Woo.
Alright, well, okay. Entering into Moriarty's.
Yes.
Seeing both Leopold and Venti.
Yes.
Oh, good morning, you two. Kind of sauntering up to him.
Morning.
Where's Khan?
I shall return. I'm grabbing dinner.
Okay.
Okay.
And yeah, you two do not know where Khan is.
That is an excellent question.
And again, he's not exactly.
No idea.
Letting us know where he is. So, what's your story, Venti?
Our story?
Yeah, I don't know. You're kind of just tagging along with Leopold here. I'm curious as to why.
Let's just say, like you guys, I've made some unwanted enemies. We could both, I can say this, I know enough. Both our enemies are the same. They want you dead like they want me in control.
Fair enough.
I want them dead, and I think it'd be in your best interest to want them dead.
Alright.
So, I feel like it'd be advantageous for us to team up.
Well, I know I'm not opposed to it. I don't know about everyone else in the group, but.
Yeah.
Does it involve eggs? You hear in your mind.
Does it involve eggs?
Yeah? Good!
Actually, seeing a pile of eggs, a plate of eggs on the ground, or not on the ground, but on the table, I'm reminded of a certain mask and hat wearing, gun toting, egg scarfing lunatic.
You just get nostalgia.
And so I'm just thinking, oh, wait, where's Grim?
You just hear somebody running down the street.
Where is that cowboy?
You just see somebody running down the street. We gotta get more eggs!
It's a hostage situation downtown! It says he
Give me
wants
your
eggs!
15 eggs!
As you're
Back there with his gun to the cook's head.
thinking-
I said over-raising!
It's like, I want a musket, I want a Mustang, and I want all the eggs you have.
Anyways.
A passport out of the country!
And I want my hash browns
I'm afraid
overcooked!
I'm afraid you misheard me. I think what you thought you heard was give me a lot of bacon and eggs. What I meant was give me all the bacon and eggs you have.
Yeah, and
Well, if I see one piece of parsley on those eggs, I will shoot you on the fucking head.
Jesus.
Why parsley?
Why are you so violent towards
Parsley is
Parsley!
Parsley's delicious, bro.
We
Parsley
don't
is
need
awesome.
garnish, we need food!
Garnish goes well with food.
Food is food!
Thank you.
Math is math.
Anyway,
Alright. But yeah. Anyways,
if you could if you want to make fan art, you can make fan art of that
Right,
specific image.
Meth is meth.
Yeah.
As you're okay, as you think of Grim though, we will go back to Grim in just a second. Well, right now actually.
Or is just that scenario is playing out in his head. Should I put this place in hostage for more eggs? That scenario.
So, Grim.
Yes.
As you
I don't have a monstrous plate of eggs, but that's on my mind.
As you're sitting there eating your food with Danica and Alexander, Alexander just looks at you and says, "So, if you remember correctly, you said you might have a job for me."
Well, more accurately, you see that again, fork goes in, but it doesn't go past the mask. It goes past the mask. He puts his fork down and is just like, well, not exactly a job. I wanted to ask you a couple questions, pal to pal.
All right, shoot.
Well, firstly, you've been introduced to Danica already.
Ah, yes, she's a hoot.
We've been sitting here 15 minutes, and I'm now introducing everybody. Grim's just like, again, you can just call me Grim, because I don't have a name.
All right.
What I'd like to know from you, Alex. Can I call you Alex?
Absolutely, you can call me Alex.
Alright. So, Alex, I want to know all you know about the swine hands. Mainly because I just want to catch up and make sure things are on the up and up. And since you no longer have to keep your mouth shut, unless, of course, you signed an NDA.
What's an NDA?
Something from where I come from. Non-disclosure agreement. Not important.
Alright. Well, no, I didn't sign any sort of contract that doesn't allow me to speak of their dirty laundry, even though they probably should have.
Well, my dad was smart enough to do that with most of the maids and servants. But,
Yes, well, specifically for the swine hands, from what I've gathered, it would appear that after they were driven out from Ibtha, they put a hit out on the Vordoon family.
Is this new news to Grim DM, or is this something? Is this something you already knew?
This is something you did not know. one, you barely thought of the swine hands.
True. My biggest concern, what I want to know, is why one of their kids is anorexic.
He'll get to that in just a sec.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, you see, if Danny's looking, Danny just kind of sees his eyebrows raised. Well, you can't really see his eyebrow. You could see where his eyebrows are raising.
Yeah.
They've
ordered the hits on several hundred different minor knight families, and along with that, they also ordered the assassination of Lord Ripehand.
Which one? The new one?
The old one. Which was carried out by Lord Ripehand's very own wife.
You see
gossip?
No. If you remember last episode, he said that Eleonora Ripehand is his wife, and Eleonora is Eldon's sister. He doesn't say that out loud, but his look on his face is just like both a mixture of surprise, but also like I should have known.
Hold up, let me double check again real quick.
It was either
Eleonora. I was fairly certain Eleonora Ripehand was your brother's wife.
My brother's wife. Oh, okay. Because it doesn't. Okay, that may. It. I guess I got a little confused because I think there are two Eleonoras. Well,
yes.
There's Eleonora and then there's Eleonora.
Yes, and I believe Eleonora, yes, is your sister. But she, no. Right? Yeah, no, she's your oldest sister, right?
She is the eldest of the family, yes.
Yes.
See, we get our lore mixed up.
She was married to the swine hands.
Right, okay. So that makes sense. So, this would be the Ripehand's wife is somebody not related to me. Not by blood, anyway.
Yes, the lady of the Ripehand estate, or Eleonora, was your eldest brother's wife.
Eldest brother. So that would be she's my sister-in-law.
Yes, she is your sister-in-law.
That would be Fievel.
Yep.
Fievel Vordoon.
Yes.
Sorry for muddling that up for you people.
Just making sure we got all our stuff right.
Right. Do I have any sort of connection with Eleonora?
She was rather kind. You used to play with her when you were young.
Right.
Along with your older siblings.
Along with my older siblings. And then so this does this come as a surprise to me?
That the swine hands ordered the hit out on the elder lord of the on the previous duke of the Ripehand estate?
No, that specifically she did it.
No, Eleonora Ripehand did not. She is the daughter of Duke Ripehand.
Oh, wait.
Or of Kyle Ripehand.
So, Kyle Ripehand is.
You said it was his wife.
Yes, it was Kyle Ripehand's wife who killed him.
So I don't know who his wife is then.
You did not know who his wife was, no.
Okay, so I thought. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget it. I'm gonna write that down in my notes. Excuse me, people. Sorry. Eleonora. Vordoon. That's not how you spell Vordoon. I spell Vordoon in a really weird way, and sometimes I forget how. Vordoon. Married. You know what? I'll write it down later. Let's just continue on. So this would make her somebody I don't particularly know.
Yeah, you knew her for she got married to your brother. They traveled back to the Lytharian continent and basically cut the majority of contact with the family of Vordoon off.
Okay, so I haven't heard from them I haven't heard from Fievel or them for a long time.
Yeah, you haven't heard from Fievel or Eleonora in a long time.
Hmm.
They
So
would
to
send
hear-
you. They would send you gifts on your birthday, along with your other siblings. But it was mostly just that, and that was the only thing you heard from them, like ever.
You hear in Grimm's mind. Huh, well, Fievel was always the smartest of us. But so this is Kyle Ripehand's wife. This would make her a cousin-in-law or something. Some form of cousin-in-law.
She, if she is Kyle Ripehand's wife, that would make her the mother-in-law of your brother. She
So
wouldn't
that
be
would
related to you at all, technically.
Okay. So, sorry, didn't mean to make it so confusing. Okay, so they got the hit out. So, timeline goes like this. Swine Hands order a hit on the Vordoons and the Ripehands.
Mm-hmm.
So, remind me again, like, when he says, night families, what does he mean by that?
Just some small people who were granted peerage by the, royal families.
Right, and that would include my family?
No, Ibther was not within the, Ikber collaboration front's, well of influence.
Right, so
Your
we were
family,
famous.
Your family was famous for other reasons.
Right. We did have political ties, but they were more just like we're celebrities, and all
Yes.
celebrities have some sort of. Maybe one of my uncles ran for governor or something. I ran for governor of California. Okay.
Anyways.
So he Grim looks back at Earthwalk. Imagine that whole discourse just happened in his head. He's talking with Maud, aka the DM. So
Maud wiggles a little bit.
sorry. So he looks at Alexander and just kind of lets him continue on with his story.
As far as I've heard, Miss Eleonora Ripehand is still alive. Her husband was in critical condition, last I heard.
That would be Fievel Vordoon.
Yes, Fievel Vordoon is in critical condition from what he says.
Right. I was saying that as Grim, but okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right.
Then there's, of course, the current lady of the Ripehand estate, who is the Lady Eleonora of the Vordoons.
Yeah, that's a little confusing, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
Eleonora.
yes. She is the current lady of the Swinehand estate.
Should have known.
And
So
is completely fine.
it's completely fine.
As
So
far
was she-
as what
So do you
people hear.
So do you know who specifically called out the hit on the Vordoons and all these other little families?
On the Vordoons, it was Eleonora.
Eleonora.
Yes,
Did I know that?
Eleonora. No, you did not.
He gives a quick glance over to Danica, just kind of like it's a quick look, but
Yeah. So I'm just gonna say real quick. This is mostly stuff you haven't heard before, especially this.
you see his eyes widen a little bit. Quick snap look over to Danica with just a look of both slight confusion and anger. And then snaps back to Alexander.
And then
Eleonora?
Yes, Eleonora. Well, Vordoon Swinehand.
You see that, like,
she
Grim just-
was the one who ordered the hit, as far as I'm aware.
you see that Grim slowly just puts his hand on his side, starting to kind of fiddle around with his gun. He's not going to shoot Alexander. He's just like beginning to twiddle with his gun out of like just trying to keep himself as a twitch.
Mm-hmm. As you do that, Alexander does notice, I will tell you.
He notices the mark.
Well, he notices that you're
Methodically
twiddling with
fiddling
your
the
gun.
trigger.
Oh,
Um,
the gun. Don't worry. I just fiddle with it when I'm thinking.
all right, no issue. Just a
If
rare
I'll let
weapon.
want to see it,
I'd love to.
I pull. But before I give it to him, I'm just like, I lean in close. Can you keep a secret?
He gives you a wry smile. Who do you think you're talking to?
I'm talking to. Yeah, I'm
Well,
not. I don't have.
Obviously, you're talking to me.
Right,
Yes. I can keep a secret.
And he looks over to Danny, very like, just like, do you think, like, in a quick look of just like, do you think we can trust him?
Danica looks at you, shrugs, moves her hand in a kind of I mean it's up to you kind of way.
Well, I think Grim, he sees no reason for him to betray him. I mean, he sees no reason for this to go wrong, at least. So he pulls out the gun and sets it in front of him and moves his hand away to reveal the mark on the gun.
Alexander will pick up your weapon, looks at the mark, looks at you, back down to the weapon, puts it back down on the table. Judging by your hair color, I assume you're Elden Fordoon.
Well, your accent changed.
I'm Alexander
yes.
Righthand.
What?
And we're gonna go on break.
You motherfucker!
What the?
So,
These cliffhangers are illegal!
we
Jesus
are going
Christ!
to go on break. We will be back
You
in
make
a little
voice
bit.
crack, fuck you!
What is it with you and these cliffhangers?
We will be back in a little bit. I'll say probably 15 minutes. I will set a timer for us real quick. But yeah, we'll be back in 15 minutes. Grab some food, go to the bathroom, all that jazz. All right. We will see you guys in a bit. And we're back a bit early because we can.
We did on a cliffhanger. Can we kill him now? Can we kill? Everybody spam in the comments. Kill the DM.
Don't
Kill
kill
John
him.
Lennon.
Kill John Lennon.
Kill John Lennon. Anyway.
Oh, John Lennon. What the fuck did he do?
Why not John
So
Lennon?
Stuff
I'm gonna
with
go
stuff
here,
to
actually.
kids.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
where we left off, obviously, Alexander Earthwash has been revealed to be Alexander
Oh,
Right
wait,
Hand.
I've been muted this whole time. Damn it.
Yes.
Oh,
You're
whenever
really
you went back to
good.
when you went back to stream, I said I pissed in the communal fish tank.
No, no,
A piston of foreign.
don't message that, Tomas. Don't message Kill the DM. You're in the voice chat. Why you gotta message that, bro?
He said, because he said comment it, so of course I'm going to comment it.
Oh my god.
I,
We're gonna have so
old shit poster.
we're gonna have so
I'm so
many
confused.
messages
Get
on
threats.
YouTube saying Kill the DM.
Then don't put it in the cliffhangers.
No.
Problems.
Refusal. It's the best way to build suspense. Storytellers,
It really
man.
is. Hey,
Storytellers.
No. What I'm hearing- what I'm hearing
now.
is
Hell
excuses.
yeah.
Storytelling
Woohoo.
101. Anyways.
101.
101.
The chosen one.
Judging from your hair color, I assume you're Elden Vordoon. I'm Alexander Ripehand.
Well. Looks like I'm not the only one keeping secrets. Kinda seemed too good to be true. The accent was a little over the top.
Oh, come on.
I could do a British. Danny does a better British accent than you. And she's actually British.
Don't bring me into this.
Don't bring me in this. Sorry.
Whatever.
Whatever. Right, sorry. So, Alex. So spill. I don't really know
Well,
what else to say.
I am sorry for deceiving you. For one, you seem like a good guy.
Good is a little too nice of a description, but
Well
a
then,
guy.
how about this? A good guy.
Good. Sure, whatever.
Remove the comma.
Remove the comma. So why hide, Alex?
Because I'm trying to obtain revenge against my cousin.
And your cousin / my sister.
No, I'm not even worrying about your sister. You can deal with her. I'm talking about
worry.
the Lord of the Swinehand Estate.
Kyle.
Kyle! Sorry.
Shut up. I'm having a lore moment. Let me have this.
His father convinced my mother to kill my father.
I knew your father. He was a good man.
Yes, he was.
Shame. He was the closest thing to a dad I ever had.
Wow, that's,
If you met my father, you'd know why.
I only met the Lord of Vordoon once. I never wanted to
And
meet him
what-
again.
Once is all it takes. Now imagine living 25 years with the man.
I don't want to.
You shouldn't. So, what exactly did you have in mind?
Well, first off, I can't get revenge on Kyle's father because Kyle killed his father.
Right. So,
Eleonora's
Kind of-
been pulling the strings of the financial
Eleanor-
area. Eleanora.
Eleonora or Eleanor?
Eleonora. Damn.
Right. But I'm sorry. It's just like Grimm's like, okay, we need to think of a better way of distinguishing
I'll
the
call
two
your
so we
sister.
don't
I'll
get
call
confused.
my sister Ellie.
Yeah, but my name's Ellie as well, so that's also gonna get confusing.
I'll call
Uh,
my sister Ellen. No,
That
no,
works.
I'll call your sister Ellen.
That also works. I don't really care.
Ellen has been working the financial area from the background.
That makes sense. She was always the more fiscally literate of the family.
And has been funding a group of miscreants who are trying to, let's just say, bully their way into the collaboration front.
Bully?
Yeah, it's a word used.
Right. And if that's the case, then she might know something else. Something else. She might know more than what she might say.
Yes.
So what do you think we should... So what do we do?
Well, first off, we discover who this mystery organization that she's funding is. Then we figure out how they're gaining their financial support, which I've already done.
Right.
We report it to the royal families, and when they eventually do nothing about it, we kill them ourselves.
Right. Well,
murder.
you know, the one solution that always works and never causes problems.
Hey, I do it all the time, and it seems to be working just fine.
Murder. Get with it, old man.
Get with it, old man. Get with the program.
The future's
Anyways.
now, old man.
The future's murder, old man.
Okay. Okay, so would I look at Alex and I just ask about this shadowy organization. What do you know about it?
Only that they used to have a foothold in the Elnarin Empire and have now been driven out.
Well, that's not exactly helpful. Many of those have risen up and fallen just the same.
Yeah, this one had an issue with the contractors union.
Yeah, about that. I pull out my contractors union badge.
Well, that's convenient.
I might have somebody who knows about that. Or a guy who knows somebody who knows that. You get the idea.
Yes. Well, if we can cut off their financial support, being the swine hands, we'll cut them in half.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I just heard a bunch of plapping.
Yeah,
I heard it as well.
It's concerned.
Bro, who's having a good time?
Who's having a good time without me?
It's obviously Venti.
Bro, let me join at least.
Come on.
Yeah,
I need
show
a new
the rest
seat
of the
anyway.
class. God. Anyways.
Anyway.
Yeah, you gotta share
pet.
your findings with everyone else.
Okay. Anyway.
I'm in pain.
Kill me.
Anyway. Continuing on. The swine hands. First
Yes.
question I have about them. What's with the kid? The anorexic.
You mean... You mean his son?
Yeah, the kid who they look night and day. His dad looks like he swallowed half a pound. He looks like he swallowed half a pound of concrete, and his son looks like he hasn't eaten in 3 months.
It's more than 3 months.
So, what's going on with that?
He barely feeds his son.
Well, that's evident. Let me guess, he feeds himself a much more.
Yes, he says it's more financially responsible.
Now, where have I heard that term before?
Well, Eleonora doesn't eat dinner with her husband or son. Ellen. Oh my god, not again.
Ivan!
Sorry, people. Lots of technical difficulties. When you're people.
Yellow, black, yellow,
Stop
black,
reading
yellow,
the whole
black.
script!
Oh, black and
Stop
yellow.
it!
Let's
We'll
shake it up a little.
Okay,
Barry, breakfast is ready.
I'll
Coming.
shake you up.
Hang
What
on a
did I-
second. Hello,
what did I come
Barry,
back into?
Adam. Can you
What?
believe that
Okay.
this is happening?
He's
I
reading the
can't.
B
I'll
movie
pick you up.
script.
Stop it.
Looking sharp. Use the stairs. Your father paid
Lyric.
goody money for those.
Lyric,
Okay,
stop.
okay, you can
I'm
stop.
excited.
Stop.
Stop that.
She's my cousin. What?
We're all cousins.
Okay,
Okay, fellas, let's not.
please.
Cause, you know,
Anyways.
Sharon's finger to come after us. Okay.
Anyways.
I
yeah,
can
you
read
were-
it, and I
you
won't
were-
get copyright strike.
You were muted for a sec.
Yes. Technical difficulties.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Um,
do you have more?
What?
No.
No,
do you have
no,
more
it was
technical difficulties?
other types of technical difficulties.
Oh, okay.
Anyways.
Okay, where were we?
Eleonora
Talking
has
about-
not been
Very
eating
proud.
with her family.
Report card. All these. Very proud.
Okay, you can
Wow,
stop.
I got the thing going on here.
Claire,
Cookie.
you can
Huh?
stop. Stop,
Please.
or I'm
Stop
gonna
what?
tear out all your chocolate chips and eat them in front of you.
Okay.
Can I have someone
This got off track.
cookie? That's not fair. That's torturous.
Yes. Then he
Okay.
can't be Chip anymore. Anyways,
He'll always be my chip.
ayo.
Okay.
So
Okay,
moving
now-
on.
Now I'm getting frustrated. Okay. Eleonora hasn't been feeding her kids.
Is Ellen Vordoon.
Right.
I'm just gonna
Ellen.
call her Miss Vordoon at this point.
Okay, got it.
Miss Vordoon has not eaten with her family.
Why is that?
I don't know. I never even got to see her.
Hmm.
Even though she
don't-
was the one who sent me the message to come. Well, she's the one who sent Earthwash the message to come watch her child to make sure he stayed out of trouble.
Wow. My sister. Do I remember any? Like, I know a lot about Ellen, but do I know any reason that? Can I do a self insight check to remember anything about Eleonora?
It's just a history check.
Yeah, that would just be a history check.
All right, I'll do that then. And I guess could Danny give me an advantage?
Nah.
Oh. Well, that was rather quick. You didn't want to talk to her about it?
Nah.
Alright, fine. But do... history +2. Ooh! That would be a dirty 20.
Okay. Ellen was extremely introverted. She didn't seem the type to really go against your father's wishes or really fight back about anything. However, you remember the day of the announcement of her engagement to Kyle Swinehand. She freaked out.
Kyle Ripe Hand?
Or Swinehand, sorry.
No, Ripe Hand, you mean?
I meant, sorry, frickin', who was the current Swinehand? Frick.
Wasn't his name fucking, hold on.
My brain's dying here.
Let me see.
What does that do? Catches a little strand of honey that hangs after you pour it.
Shut up! Cookie, seriously! Cookie, stop! Seriously, it's getting annoying. Now I'm getting annoyed. It said Baron Swinehand and his son Marcus.
Oh, I guess I haven't. Okay. Either way, when her, okay, now I gotta look for his name in my DM screen. Give me a sec. Fucking. Baron. Where is he? Oh, there we go. Okay. Baron Eber. E-B-E-R. Eber.
Alright, I'll put that in there.
He is Baron Eber Swinehand, yes.
E-B-B-E-R?
No, just E-B-E-R.
Eber.
Yep, Eber.
That's a fun name. Eber.
Eber. Eber.
Eber.
Eber. Eber.
I'm reading the script without your knowledge.
Please don't say any of it.
Trust me, I'll be muted while I read it.
Good. Okay.
She will know I'm reading it.
Okay.
I don't need to know. Okay, so Eber Swinehand.
Yes.
Continue.
So, you remember the day that she was announced to be engaged to Eber Swinehand? She freaked out. Completely just flipped out. She was adamantly against it.
How old was I at the time?
You probably would have been somewhere around 13-ish.
Not a great time to be 13.
No. You also remember her mother adamantly opposing it as well.
Well, my mother was my mother, Louvreau, right?
Yes.
I think that's her name. I gave her a weird French name that's probably not the best.
French. Anyways.
I'm not reading what you sent, Cookie.
But yes, so you, your mother was also quite against it, being extremely just not for her marrying.
Ever.
Okay,
so not again, so she was vehemently against it. So what would cause her to not eat dinner with her children and starve one of her other children?
I'm under the impression that she doesn't fully know what's going on in the house.
I'm very sorry to interrupt again, but Cookie, please, he's sending the script through the archive of lunacy, and it's really distracting.
What script?
The script for the B movie.
Why?
Because he thinks it's funny, and it's really annoying. I really don't find it funny.
Okay. I'm going to ignore that.
Either way, you can just turn off notifications and stuff and not pay attention to it.
Yes, you can mute the channel.
I've had my fill. I've milked it to its completion.
Okay.
Also,
why'd you phrase it like that?
Let me. Also, you have no room to talk about getting annoyed about something being repetitive.
That's fair.
Well, the difference is that I do it off stream. I do it off stream when nobody's trying to focus on something.
Anyways, as we continue,
with buttercream icing.
As we continue,
Okay. Anyway. Oh shit.
He is under the distinct impression that she does not know what's going on in the house.
Okay, so that's probably on Eber then.
Most likely, considering how much of a fat fuck he is.
Jeez, like, no shit. Man looked like he just ate a tub full of quick cement.
Yes.
What about, you know what? Your sister, Eleanor. Do you know anything about what's happening to Fievel?
I put her into hiding, along with your brother.
Is he safe?
He was alive last time I saw him.
Then that's all I need to know.
I was just happy they weren't there at the estate when the attack happened.
I'm lucky. They're very lucky. And you're lucky you weren't there.
Oh, I was there. I was saved.
By whom?
Aeidros and a group of adventurers.
Oh. Oh, this is something not pertaining to what happened to Grim. This is not... I don't think this is what's going on.
No, yeah.
This is a reference to another campaign.
Yes,
my bad.
this is a reference to the past.
Sorry.
You good?
Well, that's good. My home was not as lucky to have. My home was not as lucky.
Yeah.
Eldon burned to the ground.
I was sorry to hear what happened.
Well, as my father always said, never be sorry when there's a way to fix it. He also always said, let me find the quote. Let me see if I can fucking remember it. It's, let me find it. He said, honesty's the best policy, but only when honesty's free.
Sounds like something he'd say.
It is. So we need to find a time when we can find the swine hands in a moment of we need to find something.
Well, specifically, as I said previously, I already know where they make their extra money.
Well then.
It's off of selling fairies and other creatures not considered of this plane into slavery.
Of course they are. Of course.
They even sold elves.
Damn it all.
Lycanthropes.
Well, I don't know that Berk is a lycanthrope, do I?
No, you do not.
Okay, so I'm not gonna make that comment. Lycanthropy. What? Okay, what?
Lycanthropy.
Don't give me a grammar lesson right now.
Lycanthropy.
Whatever.
No.
Why would somebody want to enslave a lycanthrope?
Various reasons, good use in war, good use in battle in general, and as long as you use slavery magic on it, you can have it to where it will not harm you.
You see that, like, by the way, as the conversation has slowly, like, gotten more and more personal, you see that Eldon begins to, like, the mask begins to, like, slowly lose detail before completely dissolving.
Mm-hmm.
And I also am making sure that nobody can see, like, nobody out there can see my face.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I've put my hat back on.
Your other hat.
My other hat. The tiara is definitely not helping me.
Maybe if you got rid of that yee-yee-ass tiara on your head, you'd finally get some bitches on your dick.
I did, and then they tried to take my dick off. Anyway.
Either that or Danica would call you a dog ass.
Okay, whatever.
Fucking with that.
This is just fucking. That's that whole bit. I just imagine that's fucking ATEP just talking to my ear.
ATEP Hotep just. Better
Get your
yet,
bitches on your dick.
Danica would call you, or better yet, Danica would call your dog ass.
Just like he's the
Stop
devil on my
fucking with
shoulder. Just like, fuck off.
Stop fucking with that gray stuff. Or right pants she fucking with.
I'm going to ignore you. But he turns back to Alex and is just like, by the way, does Alex notice that I've taken off my mask at this point?
Yes, he does.
And what does he think of my face?
His face looks unperturbed. You may make an insight check if you want.
Alright. I shall. Sorry for this taking so long, everybody. I feel like this is taking forever and I don't want to waste anybody's time. 11 plus 1.
There we go.
12.
Stalker. Okay, so 12?
Yes.
He's kind of hard to read.
So, what do you think the plan is? Where do we start?
Well, first off, let's try and find your friends.
Can do. By now they've probably broken something or killed somebody, so they shouldn't be too hard to find. He gets up from his chair, and you see that, like, as he stands up, his regular armor and suit comes back on, as he puts his mask back on and the hat.
Mm-hmm.
Danny, you want to rock with us?
I've got some other things to do. I'll catch up with you later.
Alright then. Alex, let's rock.
As you're walking, we'll
also
go back to Cleric real quick.
Wait, before I just put a note on the table. I owe you 600 eggs.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
You didn't even pay.
No.
I don't have money.
Stop eating so many eggs.
That's jacked up, bro. It's like, well, I'll pay
I don't
you
have
next
money.
time. Don't
You
you?
expect me to pay with air?
What do you mean you don't have money? Have any coins?
Ain't you been splitting your funding, guys?
I have 104
Yeah, as far
coins,
as
but the
I'm
amount
aware.
of eggs I've eaten, it might as well get into the 600s.
I mean,
Fine, I leave 2 platinum on the table.
there we go. As you walk out of the inn, we will go back to Cleric.
Hell yeah.
Motherfucker.
So Cleric,
Waiting.
as you're still
According to
sitting
Homer, I'm
there,
just kidding.
sitting there waiting,
Of course. As one does.
you suddenly notice beside you a presence.
How many presents? I'm sorry.
Just one presence. Not with a TS. Presents.
I know. I was just messing around.
Yes, I know. I'm going to kill. Anyway, yes.
Thank you. That would be a great honor.
What is with you, man?
Sorry. I am a little shit today, and I apologize.
I think we're all a bit shit today. Anyways. So you feel a
I
presence
mean, I'm being
next to you.
misshapen. Never mind. Right or left?
To the right of you.
I'm gonna turn towards my left, and then to my right.
You see the familiar form of Marvin standing next to you.
Ah. Good evening.
Well, it's still morning.
Evening, morning. I don't really care right now.
I'm going
What
to
brings
say
you
this.
here?
Well, one,
Oh.
the fact that you have disturbed the natural order of the market. By the way, they took their work outside after they started sewing.
Are you serious?
I'm dead ass serious. After they started sewing, they took their work outside.
Oh wow. I'm gonna close my book and says, "Wow, that's interesting." I didn't expect him to go that far.
They're having a competition. Look, that's
Yes,
going
and I
to
get-
probably take the whole day. I would urge you to go find your friends while they're doing that.
This, I believe this is the first time I've had two grown men fight over me. I'm not saying I don't like it.
Okay.
This is Cleric is
But
just not having a good day.
I needed something to distract myself, and this kind of chaos definitely helps.
It's understandable.
It's better than violence. What do you mean it's understandable?
Just go find your friends.
But do you know something? He's just kind of like, he's gonna kind of like perk up a little bit and like turn towards Marvin like, hey yo, excuse me?
Marvin is no longer looking at you and is instead watching the competition closely.
God damn,
Hey, Marvin, what
do you mean by that?
Do you know something?
He doesn't respond.
Marvin, he's gonna just like, Cleric is just gonna kind of place his hand on his head. He's just gonna do like that thing with like where like they rub their eyes, or like he's just like, all right, yeah, it's better go find my friends. As he puts his bag, his book in his bag as he stands up. He's still wearing the glasses. He's not gonna take them off. As he
So you did this entire thing just to not take clothing.
As you're leaving, you see two of the other tailors that are on this street here join in on the competition.
What have you done? What have you done?
I've disturbed the natural order. According to Marvin, I've caused a ruckus.
Marvin,
and I swear, if I come back and there's like 15 different tailors, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Marvin's just like face palming a little bit.
God damn it!
Unbeknownst to Cleric, he started an annual tradition of a competition between all local tailors.
I'm just gonna. He's gonna like turn towards the whole thing, stare at it for a second, kind of like shake his head and like chuckle a little bit as he starts selecting an apple and like grabs it, hands a coin to the clerk as he, kind of just starts tossing. He doesn't even eat it.
In the words of
just keeps
CinemaSins, he's eating it, and it makes him look even more like an asshole.
No, he's not even eating it.
He's not even
I
eating
just
it.
grab
He
it and pay the dude. I grab it, pay the dude, and I just start walking, just kind of looking at the apple as I walk towards Moriarty's. I am a menace.
After a little bit,
I am a menace to
Leopold
society.
and Venti, Grim walks in. Well, Leopold, Venti, and Berk. Grim walks into the store.
Howdy, fellas.
And
Oh, there you
there's another one. So
This
we're
is
just
Alexander
waiting on.
Oh, that's sorry.
We're just waiting on Berk or on the cleric, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess discounting Con, he's probably off doing some
Con's doing
face
stuff.
sucking or something.
Just so, like, Alexander followed me, right?
Oh yeah, no. Alexander followed you.
This is Alexander, right hand, a friend of mine.
Hi there.
No. Nice to meet you. I'm Berk Greystaff.
Nice to meet you.
He has some information regarding a key feature of this place.
Key feature?
He'll explain later.
Where's
Cleric and where's Cleric and who did he kill this time?
I don't know. Haven't seen him all
After
day, really.
a couple of seconds after Grim said that, Cleric walks through the door.
Oh,
holding an
Holding
apple.
an apple.
Are you not gonna eat that?
I'm going to look at the apple, look back at Grim, break it in half as perfectly as I possibly can, and hand him one half. And then I just toss the other one in my furnace.
Yeah, you
You can't. You
know
can't
what?
see. You can't see it in my chassis. It's like covered, but
So-
you can open it up so you can see the thing.
So I'm going to ask you to make 2 checks here. 1 strength check and 1 dexterity check.
Which of us?
I'm talking the cleric.
I assumed so.
Because he has to break it in half and carefully.
As perfectly in half as I possibly can. All right, let me pull out my roller.
Out a bit. I had
Leopold,
some
if
really...
you wanted to talk, you are muted.
What did I miss?
Oh,
I
you
had
good.
some stuff.
We all just grouped up at Moriarty's, pretty much.
All right then. So we're all together basically.
Okay, that's
Yeah. All right. Cool.
17. That's a dirty 20 for strength.
Okay, so you're able to you're
course.
able to break it. Now let's see how well you break it with your
Here, how's that?
dexterity. There we go.
Dexterity.
Better. Okay, good.
That is a.
Can I use the help action?
I'm gonna say no.
Damn it.
21.
You
Nice.
deftly just put your hands on either side of the apple and almost like perfectly just it in half, and
Jesus.
you have like nearly perfectly symmetrical halves in either of your hands.
Bro, I just wanted to rip the thing in half at least decent, not so masterfully that it just looks almost perfectly cut. I'm like,
You just
bro.
your hands just turn into a slap chop.
Why not?
It slices, dices.
Look at that
wait,
tomato!
but wait, there's more.
And
Billy,
was it
But wait,
Billy
there's
Mays
more.
spawns
God
from
damn it.
behind. Billy Mays just
Billy
spawns from behind you. Hi, Billy
wait.
Mays here with the slap chop.
Hey,
Anyway,
Billy
yeah.
Mays here with a special TV offer.
Why are we
God
being
damn it.
Do you
Son
or a
of
loved
a
one
bitch.
have mesothelioma? You may be
Damn it.
entitled to financial metals cancelled through the
You
compensation.
may be entitled to mesothelioma.
You
So
may be
anyways.
Entitled for cancer.
As
You may be
Cleric
entitled.
does this and tosses half of the apple to Grim, it's a glorious sight to see, and Moriarty just looks at him and just starts clapping.
Grim just looks at the apple and is just like, you know, I'd be surprised if I hadn't seen you carry a headless corpse last week.
Actually,
Yeah.
technically, it was about 2 weeks ago now.
Well, yes.
Dang.
We've known each other a whole of 2 weeks.
Yeah. Anyways, as you guys sit down, or as Cleric sits down, Alexander Ripehan proceeds to relay about the swine hands and about how they gain their money through slave trade, and how they are the funding, or at least a large amount of funding, for a group trying to find a foothold in the collaboration front. And Venti, you can pretty much infer who they're talking about.
So, unless anybody has any other targets planned,
I
This
cast
seems to be-
exposition.
I cast Exposition 9th level. So unless anyone else has any other plans for what to do, I feel like that's something we gotta do.
I got a few things I need to do, but I don't mind helping you as long as I do that on the side.
Well, what interest does it have to you, Grim?
Let's
You
just
guys-
say.
You guys are
Let's just
an
say.
interesting bunch, you can say. I need your help.
Let's.
There are at least a few of you know. I know for a fact Leopold, but I need your help. And you guys and your normal plans seem to be leading towards what I've been trying to take down. So if you don't mind, if you'd have me, I'd follow you for a bit. I do favors. You can rely on me to help you out with any troubles, so long as you let me do a few chores along the way, and you don't question my means.
I'm gonna question your means, but you can come along with us.
All right. Any other objectives?
Leopold, do you have any objections? You're muted.
I mean, he was the one who agreed in the first place. In the last
Yeah, he was the one who agreed, but I'm just asking if he has any objections.
I mean, honestly, aside from Khan, I wouldn't imagine anyone would, considering he's not here, but I don't think he'd have a problem with you.
This is the second time this month he's just fucking vanished.
What did you say, Leopold?
From what I've gathered of our good friend Mr. Hornfeather here, his family is being leveraged against him so that he will do the means of person unknown.
Gotcha.
Exactly. And I'm gonna be frank. You guys have gathered quite unruly sorts of enemy with your recent actions in this town.
Moriarty kind of leans on the table for a second. Aye, they're a regular bunch of dogs, if you will. Dogs of war, kinda.
Oh, I get that reference.
Bark.
Shakespeare. I get that reference.
Shakespeare is not
isn't it?
Shakespeare is not a canonical person in this world.
Roll with the bit, man.
Yeah, it's Spear Shake. Come on.
Spear shake, god damn it.
Spear Shaker Central.
Yeah, don't you? Have you never heard?
Bro, Spear Shaker Central.
No. It's Pake Shear.
Pake Shear.
Pake Shear.
God damn it.
Okay. I don't have any
What
objections.
about Heart Shuffalo?
God damn it. Grim looks to you, Venti, and
We'll
just
play it
says...
as the call.
He looks to you and says, I don't have any objections. Just keep your beak on your face and not anywhere it's not supposed to be.
Well, that's quite easy. Kind of need my beak to eat.
Just mind your own business, is what I'm saying.
Unfortunately, that's not a part of my job description. The job description is supposed to be in people's business.
Well, you'll stay at a mine if you'd like to keep your beak where it's at.
Speaking of business, of yours specifically, what do these people have to do with you?
With
Why
me?
are you so interested in them? Exactly. Yes, you, Grim.
Why am I...
Interested.
Let's just say I have a few old wounds to mend.
Alright.
I'm gonna turn you down a bit, Venti. There's a lot of background talking. But, Berk, I'll tell you this straight. I've got a lot of unfinished business, and this is one of them.
Alright.
I'm not gonna tell you everything, but if we're gonna stick together for a while, I hope you can trust me. Specifically because I'm still under contract to you and I can't really do anything about it.
Right.
Yeah, I still can't get a hold of that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, the problem should be fixed.
Atep Hotep has been extremely silent for the past, half a week.
I don't get what his problem is. But whatever. Not important. It also I don't know how much it'll help with our whole devil running rampant thing, but it couldn't hurt to figure it out.
Honestly, I think any form of training, leveling, whatever you want to call it, we get some action, get some practice in, because we'll definitely need it. There's no way we're taking that thing down as... Exactly. There's no way we're taking down that guy as we are now.
Then we better get to fucking move on.
I say we head to the capital, maybe. We can get some info.
Well, you guys are in the capital at the moment.
We're in the capital.
We are in the capital,
Yes,
okay.
yes, you are in the capital of Leados.
Grim just looks at you. We are in the capital, my man.
Yeah, because I know I'm a Denthrin, I have a Denthrin.
Dernthrin.
Well, I know for a fact that mispronouncing stuff is okay in this world.
I mean, sort of.
to everyone but to everyone but the DM.
So there are some regional differences in the way things are pronounced. It's just, you're adding a secondary R. Anyways. Death noise. Anyway.
But so I know I'm aware that that we don't know each other extremely well, but we also are kind of stuck with each other for the moment. So first of all, Moriarty, if that's your trick at giving us a name, I applaud the effort, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. It's just gonna have to happen naturally.
I'm just gonna say, you're just a lot like each other. And, a lot of you seem to have some business unfinished.
I'm not gonna disagree with that.
Quite a bit. Well, I mean, hey, we could call ourselves the businessmen. I don't know. The collectors, the debt collectors.
That sounds a bit too much like the debtors.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. Honestly, Dogs of War does have a nice ring to it, honestly.
The Avengers? No, wait, I feel like that's taken. The Revengers? Nope, that feels like a knockoff of something.
What was that, Berk?
Dogs of War? I feel like it has a nice ring to it, like he said.
What about Hounds? Hounds of War.
Dogs of War, Hounds of War? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if that'll do good with our marketing, but alright.
We seem to get into stuff pretty easily.
Yeah, we see. Yeah,
well,
I mean...
Dogs of War feels like it's a quote from something.
I'm pretty sure there's a book about it. Some guy named...
I kind of like the Outsiders. I kind of like that.
Outsiders just sounds a bit too general. I mean, hell, we've had multiple outsider adventuring groups come through here.
Yeah,
the Outlanders,
it was kind of just a placeholder name that I thought of.
How about the Collective? We're just a collective of adventurers. We're not really a group, so we just be called the Collective.
Another rather generic name. Had quite a few collectives as well.
Yeah, fair enough.
The Black Band.
Dogs of War feels like it has a bit more of
well, there is Dogs of War, but it also sounds like we're taking from something, and it's
a
little.
If we're going with
like
a pack,
the Wolf Pack. I don't know.
Either way, you all can figure it out later. I just know that I've been, getting work for Khan, and he's been, going by the Dog of War, so, extending it a little bit to your group doesn't seem like too bad of an idea.
Yeah, we'll think of something.
We'll talk on it more.
It kind of feels like our whole shtick is revenge, so we need to find something that goes well with that.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know.
Get you out. I got a store to run.
All right.
Sorry.
Thanks, Moriarty.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Have a good rest of your days, guys. I'm gonna get back to my paperwork.
As Venti steps aside, he's actually given his wings a good old stretch, just really extending them.
Alexander looks at all of you and just says, "For now, I know what they're doing to get their funding. I still don't know as of yet to what they're funding. However, Owlin fellow, Venti was your name?
Indeed.
You seemed to understand what they were.
With time, the answer will come. Just note that they're our common enemy.
Alright. For now, we'll go to the palace. Have a visit with the King of Ibnon, and when they inevitably do nothing about the swine hands, we will take matters into our own hand.
Fair enough. I think the thing that we need most right now is information.
Exactly.
I can help with that very easily.
Well then.
I could also assist with that. I've been staying with the swine hands for, well, a couple of months now.
Well then.
All right.
You two, Alexander, Venti, you get...
You can tell us more about the swine hens.
Yes, I can say more about the swine hands if needed.
Alright.
Alright, in the meantime, I guess we'll make a trip down to... What, did we make the trip down to the palace?
Yes, so
Taxi!
that we can... as you yell out taxi, there are no carts going back and forth on the street at the moment. There's too much foot traffic going on.
Well, shit.
There seems to be a lot going on in the entirety of the capital of Leados right now. There's a lot of rebuilding still going on, but at the same time, there seems to be a lot of other stuff going on as well.
Okay.
Well, that usually works. I guess we're just walking.
Alright.
You know, I've got... As we all walk away, Grim just kind of as we all walk, Grim just like, you know, there are times I've kind of noticed that every time I try to be cool, I keep getting countermanded.
Yeah, that tends to happen in life.
Yeah.
Alright.
So
actions are decided by the roll of a dice.
Who are you asking?
DM, I had a question. Is it possible, as we're walking, I can slowly spread false rumors about the night of the attack that happened at the ball, last night among the populace?
Okay. What kind of rumors do you want to spread?
More or less the sheer, not only the sheer incompetence of the current, the current rulers, but the fact that I have it written down. Okay, let me pull up my notes so I have the Dern-Then. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes, it is Dern-Then.
So the Dern-Then, democracy has not only potentially set it up, but also made themselves look like fools in the process.
Okay.
I don't think it's a democracy, it's a monarchy.
No, it's a theocracy, actually, Dern-Then.
Oh, theocracy. Okay.
Because they are based off of religious beliefs.
Right.
Yeah.
As you know, the Pope and everything.
Yeah. So it could be so basically I'm saying that the current government standing, the theocracy, it happened right under the Pope's nose. Can you really truly trust this new Pope? Even though an attack literally happened the very night he was crowned, and still nothing of the attackers have been shared with the public?
I'm going to say roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Also,
okay.
Can I perception to see if I notice him doing that?
Can I do that as well?
I'm also going to say make a stealth check just for it, and yes, you guys can make a perception check.
So 18 plus 2, 30, 20 for persuasion.
Perception.
And stealth is 19 plus 9 at 28 total.
Okay, so I don't notice him then. I only get 17.
15 plus 1, 16.
Yeah, we don't notice him.
Yeah, so 28 was to beat for stealth, so they couldn't see me.
Okay.
So persuasion was a dirty 20. So what was the effect that I did?
About 13 people begin talking about what's going on.
That's enough to at least start some damage. So I'll slowly make my way back to the group as though I never left.
I think Grim leans over to Berk. He doesn't notice you. He's just like, do we really think we can trust the Featherhead?
I don't know. What I've seen about him, he seems relatively genuine, though a bit shady.
Well, to be fair, we've only known each other 2 weeks, and yet...
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, cleric?
Oh, I was muted. God. I said, can I roll to see if I...
Yes,
saw,
you may roll a perception check. Anyone who wanted to could have rolled a perception check there.
Yeah, 28's to beat, though.
Yep.
Oh, 28 to beat?
Yep.
20 plus 8, 20.
Damn!
Ooh.
I got
Nat
a
20?
nat 20.
Okay,
For a total of.
But I'm literally one short.
Hmm.
Because it's a +7.
Oh!
So it's 27. Ah!
So
Damn it
cleric,
I say give him something, like he deserves it.
you do notice Venti is gone. You don't know what he's doing. However, you also notice a darker aura from your friend Grim. You also notice that Leopold is extremely frustrated under the surface. And his shoulders are very tense as well.
A darker aura.
And that con is still not here.
Gone.
So, in fact, Cleric, I'll give you a little more about Grim.
What?
It looks almost like the shadow is culminating into a humanoid form. Leaning over his shoulder and almost mouthing out something.
Like he's manifesting a stand or something.
I'm gonna approach Grim and like place my hand on his shoulder and I look at him. I don't say anything, but like I give like a look of like, are you okay?
As you look at him, you see from beside his face 2 glowing points of light staring at you.
And I'm just gonna like turn and I'm gonna look directly at it. Can I roll for intimidation?
You may roll for intimidation.
I mean, I'd have to roll, I guess, intimidation.
Intimidation battle.
No, a wisdom save for you.
Wisdom? Oh,
Wisdom save, yep.
Oh god. All right, first you roll.
Mark down a natural 20 for me, please, Berk.
Alrighty. Oh, another one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Has anyone
Yeah,
else rolled
also-
another one?
Not yet.
No,
We've only
I
had
don't
two
think
so
so.
far.
What'd you get, Cleric?
Dirty 20.
Oh dear. I have a +4 to wisdom, so 18 plus 4,
So
Okay.
so
22.
22.
Berk, you notice Cleric put his hand on your shoulder with a very, like, worried expression.
Berk?
Sorry,
Berk.
Grim, you notice Cleric
I
put
become
his
Riz
hand
Lord.
on your shoulder with a very worried expression on his face. As he then looks over to the side of your face and begins frowning. By the way, I rolled for the 2 points of light.
Not frowning.
I rolled a natural 20 plus 10.
Wait, what did you roll?
A natural 20 plus 10.
For what?
For
For what he was trying to intimidate.
Oh, for Mod.
Oh.
A nat 20 plus 10, so 30. Jesus, Mod's scary.
Wow.
I'm just kind of like, I'm not frowning. I look like more like on edge, kind of like a little bit concerned. Like, is this thing like causing pain, or like, should I be concerned?
I do need you to make. I'll say an insight check to try and make out what the shadowy figure is mouthing.
I mean, I could just say,
Okay,
just
this is 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That's 24.
It seems like it's whispering into Grim's ear, and it looks like it's asking for help. It looks like it's whispering into his ear, "Help me," but he can't hear it.
oh god.
I'm going to turn
This isn't
towards
Mod.
Grim again after looking at the thing and looking back. I go, what is that?
What's what?
And Grim, you don't see anything.
The shadow on your
I
shoulder.
look down to my shoulder, which I'm actually just looking at Mod, and I think Mod just kind of shrugs. My shadow shrugs.
Yeah, your shadow
guess.
just kind of shrugs, like, I don't know.
It's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Does
I
Cleric see my shadow move without me moving it?
Yeah.
I go, what?
What's that?
I kind of look
Did
over
you
as well.
just talk to it?
Talk to what?
The thing right next to you.
There's. You mean Berk?
No,
I'm not a
the
thing.
shadow.
It stops whispering, looks directly at you, Cleric, and brings its face inches away from yours.
Huh?
As you hear in your head a strange static noise as it retracts its head back and goes back to whispering in Grim's ear.
You okay, buddy?
Yeah,
You don't look like you're feeling
fine.
well.
Can you give me a sec?
As Venti
I look
returns.
back at the shadow, and I'm gonna look back at the shadow, and I'm gonna kind of like give this like look of, like, I know what you're trying to say. Do you want me to try like tell him? Like that kind of like looking like I'm like look at it, look back at
Like
him,
what?
kinda,
Like
It
trying
stops.
to, like-
It stops talking again. Looks at you again. You see the two dots of light kind of nod.
Grim?
what?
I don't know exactly what it is that is following you, but it appears to be asking for your help.
And
And Grim,
Grim kind of looks at
Grim.
you weird.
you think back to your dream the previous night. The shadowy figure you saw that turned you around and just said, "Help me."
Can I? What can I roll for this? I can roll an Arcana.
You can totally roll an Arcana if you want.
Okay.
Can I roll one as well to like guess what we're talking about?
Or you can get.
I'm
I
going
probably
to
have a high.
say for you.
I have a higher. I can
For
roll-
you, Berk, I'll say roll a perception check.
Okay.
Or you could give me the help action.
Well, I'm standing right next to them. I can hear their conversation.
Yeah, you can hear their conversation. I'm just
you could
saying
give me the help
you
action.
can roll a perception check. You cannot obtain the help action in this instance.
Oh. All right, fine.
Alright,
If-
let's see.
My actions have been squandered.
Fucking hell. Okay. That's 14.
Okay.
15 plus 5, dirty 20.
Okay. You don't know of anything that they would possibly be talking about except for that thing in your dream. And as far as the information that Maud has bestowed upon you, you can't think of anything that could do this.
We'll talk more later, Cleric. Let's get to the capital.
I nod and I turn to continue walking.
And when you look back, Cleric, it's gone. And it's
Did I notice anything?
no.
The 14?
No.
Okay. Didn't think so.
Is it because I died and I came back?
Oh, I think it's just because you rolled a really high perception.
I think, Grim, you've never really seen... He's still wearing a mask. You can't really get a grip on his facial expressions, but he does kind of look a little... Not... He looks a little concerned, a little spooked, even.
Okay.
But he keeps walking to the capital with the rest of you.
Oh, and Cleric, could you make a wisdom save for me real quick?
You son of a... Alright,
Why do you wait for this long? What the fuck?
No.
First with the fucking cliffhangers and now this.
Okay, so that's a 16. You said a wisdom saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 20?
You just failed.
What? Ah.
As you're walking and Venti returns to your group, Cleric, you fall forward. To
Like
the ground.
unconscious or?
You fall forward to the ground. as you feel yourself standing up, being pushed from the back, as you find yourself in a completely dark place.
Oh. Okay.
As you look around, it's pure blackness.
Great.
As you hear mechanical movements from the corner, from your left side, you hear small mechanical movements. Lots of them.
Okay. I do not feel safe.
Do you look towards the mechanical movements?
Yes.
As you look towards the mechanical movements, you see arms.
Oh, God.
The arms of W1ZARD.
Oh no, wizard.
The arms
I'm
of your brother Paladin. And your sister Warlock.
Oh no.
Oh lord.
Oh no.
As you see
Click.
2 more arms reach forward and pass through your head and grab something from behind you. From what seems like a shelf. As the figure of Artificer turns around.
It's Sid.
Crawling with the arms of your siblings. Moving forward like a spider.
That's
As he sets something on a workbench.
That's terrifying.
Opens this jar.
okay.
As a centipede-like creature emerges from the jar.
Oh
With
god.
clockwork
I'm out.
with clockwork gears moving all throughout its body as it climbs up Artificer's arms. And up his neck, down his back, and attaches to his spinal cord.
What the shit?
Yeah, I don't do much.
Cleric is just gonna sit there and he's like kind of whispers, "What in the fuck?"
As you say words, Artificer's back straightens and looks directly in your direction as his lenses flip through different settings until it stops. Cleric. His movements slow, meticulous as he moves towards you. How lovely to see you, brother.
Hey, long time no see.
He leans.
How's things?
Long time no wish to see.
He leans extremely close to you.
Hey, have you ever heard of personal space?
His neck seems to disconnect from his body. It seems to extend like a telescopic tube unraveling as it wraps around your body almost. How
You look
are
great.
you here?
I don't know, if I'm going to be completely honest. I'm a little concerned.
His neck zips back into his body.
What you
Good it is to see you.
what you doing? Yeah.
Two
You
more
working on a
arms extend from the back of Artificer as these two familiar appendages that look almost identical to your sister Bard extend from the backpack, adding another set of arms to the ones already extending from his back.
You know, people only have 2 sets of arms for a reason.
As the
How
kind of
lovely.
creepy feeling,
And he's only
as the creepy feeling I had, it begins to fade as kind of like anger enters my view as my lenses begin to turn a blood hue. Not red, a blood hue.
Oh, yes. Anger. It is an emotion I have yet to master.
Master?
For now, all I feel is joy. Joy that I can be closer to all of my siblings, as they give me pieces of themselves.
Give, right.
Artificer?
Oh,
why?
You ask me why. But what other reason is there than to show the love of family?
You call this love? For your family?
But
you take pieces of themselves, cause harm. How is that love? Love is when you care. You nurture them.
The arms,
you do not understand the concept of love.
The arms of Wizard seem to extend forward as you feel a hand on your shoulder as Wizard's arm sets gently upon it. Do not worry, brother. You will be part of me soon, and then you
like
will
hell
know
I
my love.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do, and I want you to listen very carefully. I do not wish you harm, and I will show you what true love is. And if you can't grasp it, I will wrench every piece you have stolen from my family. You will understand nothing but pain.
As the image of Artificer falls away and you find yourself back in your body. And all you hear from behind you is a shadowy voice that just says, "Help me."
I'm going to punch my hand into the ground.
Yeah, and to the rest
And I
of
don't
you,
mean just-
to the rest of you, Cleric just fell for a second when his hand raises up and he punches the ground.
Da.
You good?
Like, I mean, I'm gonna try it with all my, like, I'm gonna try to, like, what kind of ground
Roll.
is it?
It's
beneath us?
cobblestone. Roll a strength check.
Okay, all right, yeah. I'm pissed.
Oh boy.
That's 22.
Cleric, as you punch the ground, stone splintering and breaking as your hand is made a good like 3 centimeter dent in the ground.
Damn. Impressive.
I'm gonna stand up, and my eyes are still the color I was when I was talking to
Artificer.
Yeah, and I'm going to stand up, and I'm kind of like shaking with rage, and I'm gonna take a deep breath for a second, and then I'm just gonna keep walking. I'm not gonna say nothing to no one. I'm just gonna continue walking.
Alexander will look at the rest of you and just, is your friend all right?
I have no idea.
We have no
know. When
idea.
his eyes get like that.
Just
No. This is a deeper red than what you guys have seen.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe just let him have some time to cool off. Grim's still a little in shock from what you told him, and is just kind of like, we just need to get to the fucking capital before we all fall over.
Yeah, and after, just a little while longer of walking, you guys reach the capital. Leopold, what were you doing this whole time? Did you do
Leopold,
a perception check to see Venti or no?
Leopold?
You're muted.
No,
There you go.
he did not.
Oh, he did not? Okay.
Alright.
You know he didn't.
The first time he did, but this time he did not.
You know what? I just can't be bothered. You know what?
He's like, if he's gone, he's gone.
He's gone. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we're at the capital. What are
He
we
did
doing?
go to check on Cleric,
Mm-hmm.
but aside from that,
Not
he
much
hasn't
else.
really been doing much. He's been pretty much lost in his thoughts.
On that, brother, we are pretty simpatico. Okay,
Well-
we're at...
Venti's like a little quiet in quiet moment. How about a haiku to break things up?
Sure.
Alright.
What's
Creature
a haiku?
of the night, quiet as the midnight breeze. Its prey now in
Huh. Feel like I've heard
I'm
that
Batman.
before. Who's Batman?
Creature of the night. Its prey is now in sight.
He's trying. Man, you can't stop being a grammar police, can you?
Hold up. Alexander just looks at you. The middle line was only 6 syllables.
Isn't it? What? I don't remember what a haiku is. It's like 565, right?
It's 575.
575. In the Dark Knight? I don't know. Batman?
I'm
Anyway.
still relatively new at haiku, so I'll get better. So I may have miscounted the syllables, but I will get better. I promise. But I want my character to just say haikus.
Nah, I get you.
Just go with it.
I'm just messing with you.
No, I know, but I do want to make actual haikus for this character, so I will get good.
Get good. Anyway.
I made it. Hey, if it makes you feel any better, I wrote an entire poem about Grim.
Nice. Yeah, I made a haiku about Venti.
I'll send you it while we're doing this. We're at the Capitol now.
Yeah. I just did that to kind of break the ice.
You guys reach the Capitol building. The Cerulean guards allow you in.
So what exactly is the plan here, Alex?
I'm going to tell them about the swine hands. And if they're
Alright.
competent, they'll lend us aid. But they'll most likely do nothing.
In the darkest hour,
Hmm.
I am ever watching, unbent and unbowed.
Is that
Hey,
In the
that
darkest
was pretty
hour.
good.
not a bad poem?
In the
That was
darkest
pretty good, Leopold.
hour.
Oh, he's not done.
That's an actual haiku. Good job.
Not bad.
No, Wait, quiet as the midnight breeze. Quiet is 2 syllables, isn't it?
Yeah, quiet is...
Quiet is 2 syllables.
Yes.
Quiet is 2, as the is 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's 5.
Midnight's 2, 5, 6. And then breeze is 1.
Yep.
So that's 7.
Yep. He did it right.
And then so creature stalks the night is 5, and its prey now inside. So I made a real haiku. You.
Hold up, did I miscount? Oh, I didn't miscount it.
Oh, you done it. You done it now. You made a med.
I might have
Happy with yourself?
miscounted.
You happy with yourself?
Anyways,
Alright, I'm passionate about poems.
that is fair. Anyways, it's not hard to get an audience with the king, with the heroes of Leados, and possibly the entirety of the collaboration front.
Name patent pending.
Yeah.
So I guess you want to wait. Do you guys want to wait out here while we go in, or are we all going in?
I'm going.
I'd say we all go in.
All right then.
Okay. As you all enter the...
Cleric literally, he just walks in. He's not even waiting for you guys.
Okay.
Alright.
As you all enter the throne room, I guess Berk was the only one to see it the previous week. The large pillars on either side stretching upward, places where the chains that held the king still
In
stuck
place.
in the wall.
Hmm.
The king sitting on his throne.
All right.
Friends,
I guess
heroes,
I take a little bow.
it is good to see you.
Cleric is just kind of just still standing there.
Your Highness, we might have some news for you.
Then speak. Alexander walks forward. I have proof that the swine hands are up to their old tricks. The King of Ebnon looks at Alexander. The young ripe-hand boy.
Yeah, for a week I thought he was earth-washed. Don't get me started on that.
Young is not the word I'd use anymore.
Who's young anymore?
Your father served our realm quite well. And what do you mean by their old tricks? I mean, they are engaging in the slave trade and funding an organization that is trying to break its way into the collaboration front.
Yeah.
I see. And might I ask where this proof is?
Dad.
It's all in this document, as he throws... literally just throws it on the ground.
You know...
That's no way to treat a king.
Cleric is going to pick it up and walk it over and hand it to the king.
Thank you,
Thank you, Cleric.
Kind of.
The king just looks over at Cleric. Thank you, Cleric.
Thanks, Cleric.
You still, he still has like the red eyes and shit.
Yeah, no,
Wait,
the king was just about to say, Cleric, are you okay?
I'm fine. Later.
My mind is a little preoccupied at the moment.
If you need to speak, you have many people to speak to.
I am aware.
He nods at you.
He goes back to standing where he was.
He opens the file and begins to look through.
Oh my god, Futurama and Fortnite.
What? That is the most random thing I think I've ever heard in my life.
I'm sorry.
The king shuts the
Dossier.
file. The dossier, yeah. Looks at right hand. I see what you mean. I will immediately dispatch Eidman to assist you. And I will also consult with my siblings and Aeidros. And we will see what we can do with the full might of the collaboration front. Slave trade is illegal in this nation, and we will not allow it to continue. In our own capital.
Well, that certainly went better than at least he thought it would.
Alexander looks extremely confused.
Well, I mean, I'm not exactly sure what you were expecting, Alex.
The previous king did nothing.
I mean, have you seen this king in action?
This motherfucker's a badass. Have you seen with his? Did you see the fucking Cerulean guards under this guy's fucking leadership?
To be fair, I have seen this man light a sword on fire.
I'm not.
No, not Leandros. This is the king of Ebnon.
Oh, okay.
This guy pulls out guns.
This man's a pirate. Not a pirate. Excuse my language.
Swashbuckler.
This man was chained to a wall and had some of his nails pulled off, so I'd say he's had a bad day.
Bad couple of days.
I've had a bad few weeks. Considering the entirety of the nobility of all 4 nations are spreading rumors about how Leandros is an incompetent leader and did not deserve the Pope role.
Well, given the fact that he was a major part in the retaking of the capital, then I say that they need to get their facts straight.
It's just
It
rumors.
was the most recent event, with the attack in the middle of his
coronation.
Ball.
How many people were there?
Quite a few.
There were 84 people in the ballroom.
Even 13 people can spread rumors like wildfire.
Can we get this testimonials?
Brim turns to you, Venti is just like, wow, that sounds like something you've heard before.
It's my job to know this kind of stuff.
And your job to spread it, perhaps.
Not my job details, just to know.
I'm sorry, who is this person?
This is Venti Hornfeather. And recent addition.
A person who has joined this fine company.
At the name Hornfeather, his face immediately goes blank as he stares at you, Venti.
Can I make an insight check on the king?
You may make an insight check.
Investigation to check for any ghost blood marks.
I'm gonna do that too.
I want to make an investigation.
17.
13 plus 1, 14, I believe. Hold on, let me check my modifier.
Cleric, would you like to make an insight check on the king? And you may make an investigation check, Venti.
Thank you.
That's a 13 plus 1, 14.
That's a...
damn it, I was muted again. I rolled, it was a 26.
Jesus!
Dude,
Wisdom
I tell you,
casters
my
for the
wisdom,
win.
like, perception... Yeah, dude, like, it's... pretty nutty.
Pretty nutty.
So, Leopold, you had a 17?
Yes.
Okay.
I got a 24 on investigation.
Venti, you notice no ghost blood marks at all.
Okay, now I'm just very suspicious, but I'm not gonna do anything hostile. I know that for a fact. But I'm still...
So, Cleric and Leopold, you guys can tell that he knows the name Hornfeather.
Venti just does this normal thing. It's an honor to meet you. I come, as you probably well aware, I come from the. Let me pull up my notes. I'm bad with names. That's why I write this down.
Well, you come from the Elnir Empire.
I know that. As you're aware, I come from the Elnir Empire. I'm only here to help. I had recently moved to the with my dear wife and child.
Okay, what do I get from what?
From the king?
What? Yeah.
He knows the name Hornfeather, and it seems like he knows it quite well, and it might not be a good thing.
That's why
I'm gonna.
His disarming tactic. Do I need to roll anything?
I'll say roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
I'm gonna also turn. I'm gonna look at the king, still with my red eyes, but like I'm gonna look at him like, what's going on, dude?
Inside on Venti.
Is 15 okay?
Okay.
I need a 16 DC. Is 15 okay?
Because the king wouldn't react like that for no reason. I'm gonna do insight on Venti.
You may do an insight check on Venti.
Do I need to roll anything?
Deception or persuasion.
Okay.
18.
Don't tell me which.
Alright, all you need to know, natural 20 plus whatever.
Fuck! Never mind!
Venti's
Forget
kind of
I
hard to
said
read.
anything.
I'm fucking difficult to read, man.
He's kind of hard to read.
No shit.
The king... Well, actually, what was the total of your roll real quick?
It was 13 plus 2 for my persuasion, so I got 15 in total.
Okay. And then what about your other check against the insight?
20 plus 8. 28 total.
He got 10 over me.
Okay.
Get that.
I did not see shit.
Yeah, you can tell he's.
I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah, he's got a face. That's as much as I can see.
Did you kill the? No, you didn't. You're a disappointment, cat.
Hey, as long as the cat hasn't hung up on the call for you, we're okay.
I'm on my computer. That's impossible.
You never know.
So, the king's eyes don't move away from Venti as he just says, "We will assist you in the destruction of the Swinehand estate. We will seize all of their assets, and we will seize all of their slaves and release them. Is there, according to your information, Alex, there's an auction tonight?" "Yes, there is an auction tonight. I was planning on hitting them then, making sure that they were both there, and that the child is taken care of properly. The child will not be harmed. I will see to that, personally." As for you, Hornfeather, I have my eyes on you.
Venti is still in his mouth. Only when he heard his name did he lift up his head, but he's still like in his like kneeling now, bowing position.
You may all leave. Eidman has already been sent a message. He will meet you out front.
I hang around just a little bit to get a private word with the king.
Okay.
I was gonna do that too, so I hang around as well. But I hang around the front door just to wait until you're gone.
I want to see if I can hide and kind of find a way to sneak around and find out where the guards' quarters is in this castle.
Can I roll a perception check to see where he goes?
Roll a stealth check, Venti, and Berk. You may roll a perception check.
21.
What did I get? No, not 21. So I don't see him.
I'm very stealthy.
Venti kind of disappears.
Do I notice he's gone?
You do notice he's gone.
And then he's gone. It's like
He's just there, and then he's gone. You see some dudes get in your way for a second, and then he just buggers off.
So, Venti, which way do you go? There is the way out, which is forward, then there's left or right down 2 hallways.
I'm going right.
Okay. As you go right, and you turn the corner, you immediately come face to face with a guard. And where do you think you're going?
You see, quite simple. Do you know where I can quickly go to change? I'm currently in the process of diarrhea, and I need to change my underpants.
Jesus! I'm
Make a
sorry, I
deception
just
check.
I diarrhea.
I am currently
Sorry, my dear man, I am currently
I need to
my
change.
pants.
Okay, wait, guys,
There's
guys.
been a good trouser browner.
Guys.
Where we at with that?
Okay. Venti, what did you roll?
26. 18 plus 8.
Okay, I do need a markdown from you, Berk. Natural 20 for a 29.
Alright.
Oof.
I think someone actually passed his deception.
He looks down at your lower half, looks at you. I'm going to escort you out the palace personally.
Gives you the rock.
Bruh says the only bullshit I smell is the stuff you're spewing. Let's go, bud.
Can I try to knock him out? Not kill him, but
Oh shit!
make him unconscious.
Roll an attack.
Man, you're trying to knock out a palace guard.
You may roll an attack.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm gonna be using my, I guess I want to use like the blunt end of my dagger,
Mm-hmm.
like
The pommel.
basically the hilt, the pommel, the pommel of the dagger to knock him out.
All right, roll it to hit.
Natural 20.
What is
Okay.
it with you and natural 20s?
Roll the damage for the dagger.
Okay, please. That's awesome. Okay. 3, 4, and plus 3. So 3 plus 4 is 7, 10, plus another 3. Sorry. So the damage type is normally 1d6 plus 3.
So you roll the d6, multiply it by 2, and then
Yeah.
add your modifier.
It's going to be 6 plus 3, then 9. Because my first roll.
As you hit the guard, you hit him. What are you doing?
Oh.
I need you to make an athletics or acrobatics check against his grapple.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
How did that not win?
Dude, he's a palace guard.
I
He's
need
not
another.
some bug.
I need another markdown, Berk.
Another 20?
Oh no.
Oh, there's so many 20s this session.
20 for a 31.
Oh, it don't matter what the fuck I roll, because it's crap.
You are grappled and put in
Manacles.
manacles.
Clapped in irons.
You
Fair
are
enough,
you in the
fair enough.
stockade.
you are now clapped in irons, my friend.
Yeah, sometimes, you gotta do your side job when you're trying to do something against your will. You kind of have to do what takes priority, and I'm trying to do that. And sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. Oh well, that's how this game is.
The palace guard stands up, pulls you to your feet. We're going
Yes,
to take you.
Have a chat with me.
We're gonna go have a chat with you.
Yeah, I kind of figured. How's your day? sir.
What?
I'm just like, how's your day been, officer?
It was fine until you fucking hit me.
Yeah, fair enough. But you kind of understand my point of view. I have a job to do.
He drags you into a room, throws you to one side of a table, and sits down at the other.
Yeah, I'm not resisting at this point. I know when I'm caught, I tried, I failed.
Let's have a talk.
Yes.
My man,
As we come back to
tried
the throne
face-
room.
You fucking.
Yep. Yeah, I'm trying to do a job, and sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. Oh well.
As we come back to the throne room, where Leopold and Grimm stayed behind.
I'm making sure that I'm not listening.
I just
too much.
lean in. I lean in and I whisper to the king. I have reason to believe that our mutual acquaintance, Mr. Hornfeather over there, that his family is being leveraged against him as blackmail by person or persons unknown.
The king takes a sharp intake of breath and just says, I know Hornfeather rather well. He helped an organization gain a foothold in the Elnian Empire when he was young. As far as I knew, he had retired. You saying that he is... You saying he's, being leveraged makes sense. But for now, I will keep an eye on him. If he tries anything, he will be jailed, and I will come up with his punishment.
Wow, if he tries anything, I'm glad nothing's bad happened yet.
As you were saying.
For now, I want you to keep an eye on him as well.
You have my word.
Gives you a nod. Looks over to Grimm. Do you require assistance?
No, I needed to just say something, Leo.
I'll just leave real quietly.
It's gonna be one interesting talk with the king.
Your Highness, I just wanted to say he takes off his hat and his mask at the same time. This is something rather important to me. I don't know if you know who I am, and I don't know if you'd need to. But
his eyes grow wide, less out of recognition and more out of, oh my god, what the fuck happened to this man?
Does he recognize me though?
No, he shows no recognition in his face.
Oh. My name is Eldon Vordoon. The typically last of the Vordoons, at least I think. This mission means...
His eyes, he kind of shakes his head for a second and his eyes grow a bit wider. I have not heard the name of Vordoon in...
13 years.
Well,
I know.
10, actually. Though I can't quite recall. Anyway.
What I was saying was that I just wanted to say that this means something to me. I've been looking for meaning for a while now. Ever since my case went cold, I've been looking for something. And this is as close. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm trying not to get overly sentimental. I'm saying that I'm gonna put my whole ass into this. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to avoid the sentimentalities.
I see.
And, can you, keep this a secret? I know I'm not asking a lot from a king, but... I feel like you're a cool dude, and yeah, fuck, you're one of the cooler lords I've ever met, so I figured I could trust you with it.
I will keep your identity a secret.
Thank you. I give a little bow with my hat, put the hat back on, and the mask comes up as soon as I lift my head back up, and walk out of the room.
Okay. As you walk out of the room, Berk, Cleric, and Leopold are waiting for you. Venti, nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, it didn't work out according to plan, but...
Speaking of, the Cerulean Guard removes his helmet. Oh, what's up?
I'm gonna start asking around for him now because, you know, I've been given orders from the king. I'm supposed to keep him around. I'm gonna start asking around to see if people have seen him.
Oh, Leopold, my knight in shining armor, you're so awesome!
People are shaking
I'm
their
not
head.
coming to help you! I'm coming to save my ass!
Make an investigation check, Leopold.
That's a 17 plus 2 for a 19 total.
Okay. There's one servant who saw him being dragged into the room. And they start directing you to the room. But while that's happening, Venti, the guard removes his helmet.
Oh dear.
And you also received a dossier on this man, who was the person who directed the other Cerulean guards on how to remove the parasites without killing their brothers. It was the first person to be freed from the parasite.
Hey, I remember him.
As his name is Nebis.
Ah,
Nebis.
People call him Nebis. His full name is Nebuchadnezzar.
Yeah.
But people call him Nebis.
Alright, Venti's just gonna be like, okay.
He does have a burn scar on his face, from where you can assume the parasite was removed.
Him and the parasite was like,
as he stares you directly in the eyes. I'm going to ask you this once. Who sent you? And why are you going around the palace?
Understand, and this is where it's like, understand that what I tell you, I can put my life in danger. Not from you, but from someone else. I mean, kind of points towards like where the death sigil could be. But I can say, if you ask the king, he can tell you a bit more about my past. He seems to know.
Hey, I'm gonna be right back. My shit got hacked.
What?
What?
Oh.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Well, I wish him luck.
I do too, because that's not okay.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah, Cookie got hacked.
Oh.
Alright, so, Venti's looking at him, and he's like, if you ask the king about my background, you'll hear a bit more about my past. Understand it's who I helped is what's sending me. And I don't wish to help them anymore, and this is more or less against my will. Why? It's the job they sent me on. Do I wish to do it? No.
Nebus's left eyebrow raises. I'll ask. I'll ask. But I'm gonna say, don't try anything. As Leopold enters the room.
There you are.
Hello.
You
can't
metal
Seems
class.
you've gotten yourself into a spot of trouble.
You see the familiar face of the guard that Berk Greystoff freed, Leopold.
Ah, I don't believe I caught your name.
It's Nebis.
Is that a nickname or is it short for something?
It's a nickname. It's short for Nebuchadnezzar.
Ah. My name is Leopold Marcus Arcadian.
Lovely to meet you.
Hold out hand.
I don't have a last name.
Oh, yes, you do.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh, yeah, the full... It just seems like the full name, that last part, Cornelius, seems like a last name.
You mean Knezer?
Knezer. I'm fucking bad with names. I'm sorry. Like, that's the one thing. It's like, if I don't know how to spell it, I just... how do you spell that so I can write it in so I can remember that?
He's just holding out a hand.
It's Nebekenezer. Nebuchadnezzar.
Okay, thank you, Berk. You are...
God.
Thank you, Berk. You are a lifesaver.
Yeah, and Nebis is
You're
just
welcome.
spelled Nebes. Because, you know, Berk got it right the first time. I'm happy. That makes me very happy. Makes me happy when he knows my spellings. Anyway.
Okay.
Handshake?
Yes, he takes your hand, gives you a handshake. I gotta go ask the king about this weirdo. He tried to hit me with the butt of his blade.
It was a job. I'm sorry.
You are not.
Believe
You
me,
will be.
I don't want to do this more than
I look over at Venti and I just say, "Stay here, okay?"
Nebis leans over to your ear. Honestly, he's making it worse.
I walk outside of the room with the guard and I close the door. He has a sigil, either on one of his shoulders, that was created by Daenerys Corbane. They were made to force someone into servitude.
Like a slave magic, almost.
Yes, exactly like that. He was working on it when he had me imprisoned.
Real quick, I would like you to make a history check on the term slave magic.
That's 15 total.
Okay. The term slave magic is specifically used for used by slavers. It is a sigil that is generally carved into right over the heart, on the shoulder blades, or somewhere around the crotch. To force a creature to follow the orders of anyone whose blood seals the pact.
I would say yes, but this is a bit more sinister. If you stray from the orders given, it can kill you. Remotely.
You're saying that it can just kill you?
Yes.
Damn bugger. Poor champ.
And
Well,
I'm almost certain now that his family is being leveraged against him. None of this are things he wants to do. He has to do them.
Leopold, you hear in the back of your head, "You're such a smart boy." Well, I mean, if you guys promise to keep an eye on him and keep him away from the palace, I mean, he didn't really...
I have no idea if he can hear me, But I'm just gonna sort of think back at him. Smart enough to be a thorn in your side for 2 whole years.
But Nebus just says, I mean, if you promise
I'm back.
to keep him away from the palace and make sure that nothing happens, I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, just keep him away from the palace.
If his missions are what I think they are, they could be used to our benefit. Feed him false information, sprinkled with truths, so that the enemy does not know all of the correct information.
Alright, yeah. I'll release him to you, though. Just keep an eye on him and keep him away from the palace.
Alright, I can do that.
Venti, the door opens once more as Nebus goes in, grabs his helmet. You're free to go.
Oh,
Leopold is just standing in the doorway.
Thanks, Leopold. I owe you one.
What do you do?
I'll remember that.
The rest of you were led outside the palace, and after a little bit of waiting, you do see, you do see Leopold with Venti coming out of the palace.
What the hell took you guys so long?
Little detour.
Yes, we took the scenic route.
Yeah, one that really upset Leopold.
Well, if there's nothing else we need to do, let's start
Right now, Leopold is just thinking about successful battles that he fought, just to piss off Corbane.
Okay. As you're all standing there, Alexander kind of looks. Is there anything else we need to do before we can, well, I mean, we're gonna have to wait till nightfall anyway when the auction starts.
Well, we could get a couple guards together.
As Eidman starts strolling up.
Oh, it's the silver hair himself.
Tis good to see you, my friends.
Alright. Does Venti know Eidman?
You would know of Eidman. He is the captain of the guard of the Ebnon sector.
Okay.
I snap the feet together and offer a quick salute.
Eidman gives you a salute as well, clicks his heels and salutes you back. For now,
it's fine, day.
Is there anything else we need to do? Oh,
well,
Cleric, I received a message from Marvin earlier to tell you to return to the street here in a bit.
Oh, Lord. What did you do?
Cleric, you muted?
No, I'm not. I'm still a little trying to figure this shit out.
Okay.
Out of character. Did he turn it into a full, like, textile market wide competition?
Cleric, are you going to try and go back to the street, or
Yes.
Okay.
I'm still very much irritated.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't say anything to anyone. I just start walking.
I guess we should follow him.
I guess.
I turn and I basically put my hand up as no thank you, as I continue walking.
But Marvin made it sound quite fun. I want to go there too.
I mean, fuck it. I've got nothing better to do.
Whatever. What do you feel like? As he continues walking.
Life is bad. Anyway, as you continue going, and you guys reach the market, food vendors have set up their outside carts. They're And as you guys are walking into the middle of this textile area, there are 48 different people all working on their own renditions of cleric's robes.
Dude, sorry to interrupt this roleplay for a second. So, not only did my account get hacked, but somebody had made a copy of it and is trying to message everyone that is on my Facebook.
Okay. Dude, just
I already redid my password.
Yeah, report the other
How can I
account.
report something I can't see? I guess I'll have to look it up and report it.
I guess just warn people, at least warn your family, and then like the friends that you already were in contact with, and of course us. We know what the hell's going on.
The funny thing to me is, imagine hacking a Facebook account.
Seriously,
Yeah, no,
though.
seriously.
Facebook, really?
Yeah. Correct my spelling.
Oh, I'm sorry, Meta.
Yeah, you're to do that. I'm just bad at spelling, but that's how I pronounce. That's how. Okay, in that.
Even Twitter would make more sense. At least you'd start some kind of an uproar.
I did this. Like I heard it, not it.
I guess you could call it a hashtag life hack.
Yeah, just warn people, and whatnot, and yeah.
Honestly, I see more advantage to hacking a Roblox account than a Facebook account.
No, legit, yeah.
At least you could get a credit card from that.
Anyway, so yeah, as you guys look,
101.
as you guys look at this essentially festival, you see Eidman's family, his sister and brother-in-law are already there. Cetus is there with them. And just a bunch of people, including Marvin and his family, who have now become what appears to be referees of this of this competition.
What's going on?
I see you, fucker. Don't you try to use that. There you go. No help.
God.
They are actually doing a race to see, one, who can do it faster, and two, who can do it better.
Cleric, you guys notice that his eyes kind of change back to their kind of slightly orange hue as he kind of walks over to them and he goes, what the shit what is going on?
Tyne who's playing, well, actually, here, let me find some better music real quick to play in this situation. Let me see. This one? No.
I don't know. Personally, for me, I'm just imagining like a Final Fantasy like battle going on in the mind.
The hell?
That's just me.
I'm gonna go with this one.
I'm thinking of the party scene from Tangled.
I need this one. No, not that
or
one.
the bar fight.
Maybe? I don't know.
Let me see. Trying to find it. Where's... No. Huh. I can't find the jaunty tune. Unless it's this one? Well, I mean, that works too. But I can't remember which one it was. Oh well.
Can Venti roll to see if he knows those two people making the cleric robes?
I'll say you can try?
Is it investigation or what?
History check.
No,
I'll
more like
say.
a history. Yeah.
History? Okay. 16 plus 3, 19?
You feel like you've probably...
Well, I do come from a noble background, because that
Like, what? Like, is there any truth to what they were saying? Like when they were talking to Berk about them like being known like the nobility.
Oh yeah, no, they were known well throughout the Ichber collaboration front, from what you've heard. Just information gathering and stuff. They very much have been, just kind of well known throughout the collaboration front.
Do I know any like well known like tailors in the Eldarin Empire?
Oh, where did Logan go?
Where did Azul go? I don't know.
I don't know.
And the names.
I hope he wasn't hacked as well. That would suck.
Well,
They can have my Facebook account. I don't give two shits.
I don't really care.
He had to go. Unfortunately, Berk had to leave for a bit. All right. So as you're all watching this extremely amazing battle of, textiles, the competition ramping up, people buying things, gambling, placing bets on who will win.
It feels like that one party I went to in Venetia.
The two people in front of their stores, who are the only ones in front of their stores, Lloyd and Derek, finish first on their cleric's robes, both panting, hands actually bleeding from how fast they were working.
Damn.
I win. Suck it, Derek. I win. Screw you, Lloyd.
What?
As they finish their robes, wheeling their display mannequins forward, and just kind of presenting them to the judges, which are Evie and Marvin. They kind of put out their hands and go, "We're done."
But isn't there other ones doing it as well?
There are 46 other people doing it.
Cleric's just gonna look around, and he's gonna approach the two of them. Actually, no, he's gonna sit with with Marvin and Evie as a third judge, as the one who will be wearing the robe after all.
As you sit down at the judging table, staring at these two brothers who are presenting to you these gorgeously done cleric's robes, we're going to end there for tonight.
You
Every time.
I gotta put it at some sort of cliffhanger. I'm sorry.
Always be a cliffhanger, DM.
We should name you Cliffhanger.
Anyways,
Can we
thank
get a
you guys.
DM?
Thank you guys so much for joining us. It has been a blast this episode. I understand a few pieces kind of dragged on a little, but it was a lot of fun.
I'm out. I'm drained.
There was a lot going on. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us.
Always remember, stay hungry, stay healthy, and repeat after me.
The hat works in mysterious ways.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Eat your